And we are live on the internet. Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hello,
VOD
everybody.
viewers. Thanks for coming to see us after the fact. I'm Anthony. This is Kurt.
Hello.
And as you can see from down here, this is the secret pre-stream, which is just a cool little hangout with me and Kurt before our third liar shows up, Amanda.
It's just us.
It's just us.
Until an X-Man shows up later. And that might not make any sense to you right now, oh VOD viewer. But in the future, it
skip
will.
forward
Also,
a
hi,
minute.
Otto, for whom this probably does make sense, even right now.
Hey, Otto.
If you're tuning in after the fact, skip forward to the spot where you see three of us on screen, at which point we will begin play of the game.
That's
In
right.
the interim, we're telling our third, hello.
That's right. We're
We're
sending
live.
a secret message over there to Amanda, who is currently streaming. That's what's going on right now. Is that Amanda's currently in a different stream, but now that this stream's happening, she's gonna come on over here and bring with her friends who are watching her currently. But until that happens, we get to hang out. How you doing, Otto? Nice. Otto's watching two streams at once, which is some expert viewing. That requires some
That's
real
pro
concentration.
moves.
Yeah. Sometimes I try to watch Amanda's stream while we start this stream, and that is a terrible idea because I cannot concentrate on more than one thing.
Oh, it's bad. Tried to do it just now, and that was that spell of silence that we both heard. Usually, I can kind of like,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like when I talk.
Have you guys ever noticed that Kurt is a Charlie Brown adult? It's crazy.
And that's where they got it from. Actually, that's
Yeah.
how it's done.
Was it us that found out that the title, the name of the Charlie Brown artist, is Charles? Yes, it was. It was on stream, wasn't it? Because we
It was
were
on
looking at old cartoons. Yeah.
The strange thing is that so much of our discussions are on stream.
That's true, actually. If you and me talked about it, it's probably on stream.
Oh, hold on. We have a plot question.
Ooh.
JView74 was unable to catch the end of the fishing expedition. Did we find Owen? We actually did. We
Good
did.
question.
We did not catch almost any fish.
That's
but
true.
Owen was hucked out across the world and landed in a cistern. And was A-okay.
The universe had to take mercy on us because we were so shit at catching fish.
In this sentence, I am the universe.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
Oh, that's what I call him. I know that he likes to go by Kurt publicly, but his name among friends is the universe, all lowercase.
Yeah. Well, otherwise it's a little pretentious.
That's
isn't it?
right. We don't want to get sort of too full of ourselves.
Right.
JV is pointing out that is doing some great callbacks to, I think, 2 weeks ago when we played this fishing game. What was it called?
It was called,
Hook,
there's kind of two
line-
names.
No.
And sinker. Rod, reel, and fist.
Rod, reel,
we were
fist.
also using an adaptation called Fishbones, which didn't change any of the rules, but has an introductory adventure just to kind of bring you into the world, because there's a lot of mechanics, and it's nice to be, gently passed along into it.
Yeah.
Yes, even with all the means at our disposal, I believe the only actual catch of the day that was made was a hook-shaped minnow whose only real purpose was to catch other minnows.
Which we never did.
Which
I believe my
never-
character caught not a single fish. I think that's what happened.
I believe that is, in fact, correct. I'm pretty sure you caught nothing.
A great
you
fishing
were back
game.
the following week with an entirely different story, so,
That's right.
there you
Right.
go.
Kurt, how well do you think you could describe the plot of every game that we've played in this project over the last 3 years?
If I got the titles, not that bad.
Yeah.
I think I could hit like some major plot points of most, but not all stories.
I feel
But
like
I don't.
Yeah, I feel like I could not recall all the games we played. Like if I had to from nothing come up with every game we played, I'd do terribly, like way less than 50%. But I think with a prompt, because like stories stick in your brain real good, I think with a prompt about what the game was, I could tell you what happened.
I don't think that's true, and I'll test you right now.
What? No.
In the game, Breaking Serenity, what did we do? Who were we?
Can you give me a clue about the game that's not the title?
There was, I believe we were all attempting to end the stillness that befell the world around us.
Oh shoot, this is bad. Okay. Okay, well, I guess
It was
I'm
a
big
lyrical
fat
game.
liar.
The rules were quite sparse. We played it at some point in 2023.
Breaking Serenity.
Do you guys like when the stream is just me shit testing Anthony to see if Anthony
Give
actually
me
remembers?
another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. I can do this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Game called Where Magic Died.
Oh, yep. Yep. What do
we do there?
That's a good one. Oh.
What was it? It was about a tower.
Oh, I do remember that game. Do I have any good details from it though?
Even one?
Even one. I remember that we climbed up into a room and there was some sort of evil freaking wizard in that room. I remember that sort of like geographical moment very clearly of like coming up through a porthole and arriving in a room, and then there was like a big evil guy who was mad at us. I think I remember that. Unless that's a different tower game that we played once, which is entirely possible.
Entirely possible. Well, you know what? This isn't fair. We're going back too far, all the way
Okay.
to 2023. JFU74 is right. This is maybe there's not enough caffeine in the world.
That's true.
So what happened in Broken Cities? March 25th, 2024.
Broken Cities.
Mm-hmm. Do you even know what that is?
No, but I don't think the titles are a fair way of running this test, because I only think of the titles once when I make the
Was
screen.
an Art Deco city that was kind of in pieces, moving, coming back together.
Okay, I wanted to figure out what the game was, so I did type in Broken Cities into Google, and what's cheating is that if you go to the itch.io page for Broken Cities, our playthrough is on the front page. So, easier for me to remember now that I can see our own thumbnail. Broken Cities. Oh wait,
But
this
now
is
is not the
right?
time for reminiscing.
Oh.
Now is the time to say,
Hello! Welcome, Raiders. Come on in.
so nice to see you. Fang and Gang. We welcome both Fangs and Gangs here, as long as you're non-violent, which Fangs and Gangs rarely are.
Yeah, only non-violent fangs and gangs. Hi, Atomic Sorcery, bro on high. It is a pleasure to be raided.
A pleasure every time.
It's
well, for
often-
us. Historically, not so much.
That's what I was going to say. There's very few
Raids,
pleasurable
fangs,
raids.
Gangs.
Why is
all
everything
very
so violent?
And yet, here we are. Today's story is not going to be violent, so we need to get this violent energy somewhere.
That's true. Today's story, guys, this is a really fun game. I don't know. It's an exciting idea for a game. I think it's going to feel different than what we normally do, but I don't know.
I'm just going to pin the Get Along Gang.
Get Along
I want
Gang.
to be part of that.
Actually-
I would love everyone to be a part of that, actually.
I think
That would be
we
sick.
should make a meetup.com group called the Get Along Gang, and we should just meet up at some place, some bar.
Unfortunately,
somewhere
that is
special.
too good an idea. That's actually much too fun and cool.
And I think
I do want it.
the description of the event should always just be like, "Oh, we're here to get along," and I kind of no other details. That's just kind of all that there is, and then just like a performative art piece about getting along. Hi, Peppermint Cherry. Welcome. Yeah, fancy
Hello,
meeting
Otto.
you here, Otto. What the heck?
Hello, Rob. Hello, Locke. Hello, Rapala. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Sorcery. So many people to say hello to. Lumix. There you go. I think that's everybody
Hello.
who is say it hi, other than Amanda, but Amanda's, she'll be here.
She'll be
We can
here.
say to
She'll be here
Amanda, like,
soon.
hello in real life.
All right, tell us secrets about Amanda from her stream before she gets here. This is the time we can and talk shit.
Whoa. I think we should talk nice because we're part of the Get Along gang over
Sorry,
here.
talk piss.
Talk. Whoa. I do think there is one interesting thing that I took away from Amanda's stream because today I was early. I had the things ready early. That's weird. And so I tuned into Amanda's stream a little bit. And let me tell you. Oh, Locke tells us the Get Along gang, in fact, already exists and is an 80s cartoon.
Damn it.
Darn. Well, what are you going to do?
Oh, wow.
I was watching Amanda's stream, and something I don't know is that graphics are good. What do I mean by that? I play almost exclusively video games that look like they were made between 10 and 40 years ago. So when I look at an Amanda's stream, sometimes I tune in on mobile, and that's fine. That doesn't do anything unusual. But then sometimes I'll tune in on like the full screen here, and then I go, "Oh my God, video games look like that," because I am living in the past. I play so many video games, and they never look good. They're not supposed to in my brain. It's like, okay, video games, you got some pixels.
Kurt forgot that games can look good.
I forgot games can look good. And it doesn't even look that good. Like, I know they can look better than what she was playing, but compared to what I see, I don't know. Funny. It's like I'm eating out of the dumpster every day, having a beautiful time, by the way. Oh my God, love dumpsters. And then I saw the grocery stores inside. And I went,
whoa, this is crazy. So Just Rob 1978 has suggested an idea that we should consider. He says
I'm listening.
We all need to pretend we can't hear Amanda when she shows up.
Nothing streamers love more than audio issues. In fact, if you were to ask a streamer, is it fun to not be able to hear anything or be heard? They're like, hey, yeah. Also, hi, Mikey. First time here. What a pleasure to have you on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, welcome. So hi, Spooky Rob.
Did you know you're our second top fan because very few people watch the live version of the YouTube chat?
Thanks
Just in case you were wondering.
Big fan.
Big fan. That's you. Don't know if you knew that? No, you do.
Wow. Our second biggest fan ever just got here.
Now, to be fair to the YouTube crew, I know that a lot of people tune in after the fact or partway through, or will jump on over to Twitch because they're lonely over there. I get it. We understand.
Kurt
one of us has the PhD. Actually, one of us is working on a PhD. That would have been last week. We were playing Magic as PhD. But in real life, Anthony McCanny is a PhD in progress.
Yeah. That's true. Wait, Just Rob, why do you ask, though? Is there some thumbnail or something somewhere that says PhD?
Because that was last week's, and that means Anthony did a bad job. The YouTube thumbnail is definitely this week's. I looked at it, I saw the crystal I wore around my neck and thought, actually, do I kind of like that look? I don't know how I feel about maybe liking that look.
Yeah, I'm about almost halfway to a PhD, maybe. It's not even. I'm 1/3 of the way through to a PhD. But as you can tell by my math skills and my ability to get the right thumbnail up, doesn't look good for completing it. Just Rob has been here before. Okay. You know one detail about our lives, which is that one of us might have a PhD.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not me because I went for a master's. That's why I moved to the city that I live in, and I immediately dropped out. Can I blame undiagnosed ADHD? Maybe today I can, on this day in which our game will be about a witch with ADHD.
It's on theme.
It's on theme. It's on theme to drop out, kids. Maybe try it sometime. It was a great decision to move here. I wanted to learn French. I wanted to have a new experience in a city that I hadn't previously lived in, and I wanted to immerse myself in a place with what I felt was arts and culture and interest and interesting people. And as much as Ottawa, Ontario, Canada gets a little bit of scorn for being sometimes a little boring, it is actually a really lovely place. Can't say enough good things about it. I was raised in a suburban wasteland, and this is better than that.
That's crazy. I was raised in the suburban wasteland of Ottawa.
Yes, there are a lot of that, but I don't do that. I live in my little downtown place, and I don't have a car.
It's a good thing you moved there. I'm not
dunking on anybody with a car. Respect, that's a lot of work. I don't know nearly enough about cars.
That's true, actually. I do find owning a car intimidating, I'll be honest. But that's downtown Toronto. You can see through that window over there. So I don't got none of that.
Don't got none of
I don't
that.
got none of that. I'm
Do you
grateful
know
you
how to
moved to
change a
Ottawa.
tire?
Do I know how to change a tire? Me?
Do you know how to change a tire?
I have never done it myself. I have been present for it happening. I think theoretically, I know how. You got to jack it up, then you got to loosen all the bolts, then you
Can't
got
say this
to.
on Twitch.
Then you got to put a new one on. Then you got to tighten all the bolts, but tighten them in a circle so they're all tight or something like that, and keep it balanced. I think that's kind of close.
Sure. Yeah. I've had a
But
flat
I want to
once.
ask you. Okay.
And
What
no, well,
happened?
you can ask me.
Yeah, please.
A Frenchman was there with me, a man from France who I was hanging out with because he was there on exchange, and we were going to get. I'm not doing the right French accent. I'm doing Quebecois French accent. Sorry, let
It's
me
not
recalibrate.
correct.
We were going to get burritos, and so we stopped at the burrito place. But I had a flat tire, and so after that, he helped me because there is how you say in France, you have to learn how to change a tire
Ooh,
because it is part of driver's
to get your
education.
driver's license.
Ah oui, so it is you know how to do it, and so we drove home on the spare, which is good because at the time, because I am very old, I did not have a cell phone, so it was better not to have to deal with that.
Guys, I've got good news. Amanda is here. Are we pretending that we can't hear her?
I shan't. I think it's unfair. We
Kurt's
can make
not
other Amanda
cool.
pranks.
All right, we'll think of some more pranks, especially before April. Okay, guys. But
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
welcome Amanda to her own stream. Here she comes. Here she comes. I think. Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Applause.
Applause for
Applause.
Amanda. Hello. Wait,
Ironically, we actually can't.
we
hear
actually
Amanda
for real
right
can't
now.
hear you.
You're just muted.
Sorry, I always come in muted and then I forget that that's a thing. And
I
then
thought
I'm
you were-
like, oh yeah.
I thought for a second you were counter pranking us because there had been some discussion of pretending we couldn't hear you, and then you came in and you were
Oh.
like, "Well, I'll show them. If they don't want to hear me, they don't have to."
Then maybe I just won't be heard.
Damn, got us.
That's all there is to
love
it.
this look, Amanda. This is
Thank
crazy.
you. Isn't it crazy? This and maybe one more Monday. You guys will get to see another costume maybe next Monday if we're streaming.
Do you
But
dress
yeah,
up for
my
every
robe.
stream in October for Halloween reasons, or is
She
this just
is.
normal?
This is what I'm doing this October.
Okay.
It is not normal in any sense, I don't think. It is probably crazy
Yeah,
what
you're
I
not
am
normal.
doing.
Yeah.
Not normal. And I've been very late for streams as a result of them
Having
being
to-
like, well, I'm ready, but now I also need to put on a costume or a wig or like actually touch up my makeup because it's not based on the character. I actually had to do an audition today, so I did my makeup for that and then I just touched it up a little bit. So this is not actually what my rogue makeup looks like when I do rogue normally.
Okay.
So don't judge
And this
me.
is not what you wore in the audition, right?
Yes,
rogue
this is what
nepotism.
I wore in
Checking.
the audition,
This is
especially
okay.
the wig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do you think you got it, or?
yeah, I think I nailed it.
Yeah. I
No,
think
actually,
so.
it was a really good audition. So the audition
good,
went really
good.
well, but I was definitely dressed like myself, yes. And I have another
Ooh.
audition, so that one I will also have to take my wig off
Wait.
and hope that my
when-
hair doesn't get too smushed after.
When's the other
streaming.
audition? Like
later
tonight?
today.
Well, I can film it. It's
Okay,
I can film it
pre-recorded.
tonight.
Okay,
I
okay.
could do it.
Sure, you're sending in a tape.
I could
That's
do it
fair, fair.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
it's
imagining
Sunday.
that there was some crazy casting director which was like, "Wow, you're free around 12:30 in the morning."
I mean, time zones,
Honestly,
I guess.
That's
I
true.
wouldn't put it past some
Actually,
casting.
yeah.
I'm sure some people would be like, "Could you do it?"
If it was in LA or Vancouver, that's actually not that unreasonable.
I mean, yeah, for them they'd be like, "Well, for us it's like 9 o'clock, so that's true. That's true, and it's midnight."
Now, I
That's
will tell
true.
you something, which is today I was
Yes.
editing what I do every Monday, which is I take a little picture of myself and I take a picture that is sent to me from Anthony and sent to me from Amanda, and I edit them out of the picture and I put it in a thumbnail. And it's just a little ritual that has to happen because I'm a little perfectionist who wants a custom thumbnail. And here's the challenge, folks. I was editing Anthony's hair, and as I do every week, I thought to myself, Anthony's hair is cuckoo bananas, and I'm gonna get all the little gaps, and I don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and I did, and I thought to myself, I swear to God, today I thought to myself, well, at least Anthony's the only one with hair like this. And then Amanda sent a picture with the curliest hair and 1,000 little gaps between the strands, and I thought I did this.
My hair is like even crazier.
I did
today,
this.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
poor
sorry about
Kurt.
that,
The sacrifices that you make for us.
Totally
We
self-imposed. No one asks
the
for
work
this.
that you
No one
put
even
in.
cares that this happens except me. But
Yeah,
I
but you
care.
care. So
I care.
that therefore it has meaning and it has value. Honestly, I feel like that's like when I'm making anything, and even when I'm doing a cosplay, like people will suggest people were doing that today. Also, JV was asking, Amanda, please tell me you also practice her accent. I do. I have
What is it?
done that in the past. If that is your natural hair and you put that much effort into the coloring, we're all in all. If it's a wig, you're completely on point and it looks amazing. It is a wig. It is a wig, but it is a fabulous wig. And this is one of the examples of when I cosplay and when I do things, I am the same, Kurt. I am the same as you, because people will say to me, like, you could just get a costume or whatever. Like, you could just be this person and, like, maybe pull some things from your closet. And sometimes I do that. I will say. But I am always like, yeah, but guys, if we don't have, like, the exact same hair, if not curl, the color not exactly right, if I don't have this divided into 8 pieces of a costume as opposed to like all sewn together, it's really not going to work for me. And people are like, you don't need to do that though. And I'm like, oh, I know. I can't do it unless it's that way. So yeah, that's just how it goes.
Just how it goes. Well, we have promised the people at the beginning of this that if they're watching the VOD, by the time there's 3 of us, we're going to actually play a game. So maybe we should get going.
We shall.
There you go.
Let us.
Why don't we introduce ourselves to start off with so people know who we are and know what this is, and then let's jump into the game.
Sounds good to me.
I am Anthony, and as previously mentioned, I have some fraction of a PhD, and I'm working on getting more. but distract myself occasionally by trying to write books for mostly kids, which I've done much of. So I'm a storyteller, a lifelong player of RPGs. I hope that we're back. We buffered there for a second. I saw it happening on my end too, but I think we're good. And I really do love playing games with these guys. On this show, which is called Lies You'll Enjoy. And I'm just going to get this in here while I'm talking. Lies You'll Enjoy is a little corner of the internet where we play storytelling games, indie RPGs, almost every Monday. And we tell lots of lies, pretending to be people that we're not in places that don't exist, saying things we would never say in real life, we promise. And we do hope that you enjoy all the lies that we spin. Let me introduce you to the remaining liars. Who's this one down here?
Why, me?
Yeah.
My name is Kurt. I am a role-playing game designer. I am a role-playing game aficionado and lover. I am a reformed professional board game teacher. Weird that that's true, but it's not special because that's true of all 3 of us.
That's crazy.
Wild that that's true of all 3 of us.
That is true.
And yeah, here today to play a tiny indie role-playing game, as I do every week, and I will tell you more about that in a second. But first, we have one more to introduce herself.
Hello. Yes, I am Amanda. Some people may know me as Vamp. I am a streamer, cosplayer, actor, YouTuber. I do too many things. If you saw my
X-Men.
calendar, you would believe it. I'm an X-Men. Yeah, that's true. Cosplaying as Rogue today, which was a dream cosplay of mine because ever since I saw X-Men the animated series, I fell in love with Rogue. Also, Edakaye, thank you so much for subscribing. And just
Thank
Rob, thank you
you.
so much for the 50 bits. Feed duck. None of these funds go towards duck because duck isn't. I mean, duck's kind of part of this.
Bread's
We've
cheap.
asked duck some questions. Yeah, bread's cheap. We could probably throw a loaf duck's way every now and then, I should say.
We'll give
But,
him
Don't feed
nothing.
ducks bread. Duck is a term for the producer of Amanda's live stream and video
Yes,
content, in case you're
my
wondering,
content.
folks.
But Duck maybe we'll do some editing for us over here. We have ideas of what we'd like to do more of on the YouTube side. So maybe one day. But yes, that's who I am. I love playing RPG games and I've been playing them for a long time. And I love playing them every week with Kurt and Anthony because we always tell the wackiest, weirdest, funniest, most tragic tales. You never know what's going to happen over here, which is why, although I'm cosplaying as Rogue and is that weird, everything may be weird here today. So really, is it weird?
Seems likely that it'll be weird.
It's usually weird. It's usually weird.
Usually pretty weird. So what do we need for this, by the way? Because I saw like there's a zip folder. Do I download that and then like open it? And then I will say in about 10 minutes, I'm going to go to check to see if my food arrived because Jamie was very kind enough to order me some treat streams. So I have some chicken nuggies on the way, which if you guys have seen Good Fortune, I was like, chicken nuggies are what I need in my life. There's a little reference to chicken nuggies. Shout out to chicken nuggies.
That I just
And
think is also true
non-chicken
for you.
nuggies.
You're the main, that's how you fuel yourself, I think. Chicken nuggets
Chicken
is a main
nuggies?
component.
Yeah.
of it.
What percentage of the cells in
It's-
your body are composed of chicken nuggies?
Gotta be
Probably
pretty
like
high at this point.
80%. I would say 80%. So
Yeah.
I'm 80% chicken nugget. If I went a little bit more, I'd probably just become one,
That would be great.
which I'd be fine with.
Yeah.
I think that would be good. Actually, if I can choose how I die, I'd like to be transformed into a nuggie and someone else gets to eat me.
Wow.
I think-
So selfless, you know? I really
Top
appreciate
subscriber.
Yeah,
that
just
about you.
pass it
Oh,
on.
different approach.
But you have to be top
Okay,
subscriber
well-
when Amanda dies and turns into a chicken nugget, so good luck.
Right. Now, I suppose now would be a time to tell you about the game today.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a segue, baby.
Yeah.
Et Tiki Ile. Okay.
I'm pinning
Sorry,
that
I
for
got
myself
distracted.
so that I never forget, because this is an answer that I've wanted for a long time. In our Twitch chat,
We
our-
have the explanation. All right, we don't even know how to pronounce. It's all right. I do it at Tiki Ile.
this is the name of
So-
one of the chatters in Twitch
So
chat,
I
and we've
say
never known how to pronounce it.
Etikaye. So not too far off.
Tiki Isle.
At Tiki Ile.
Tiki Isle.
Tiki Ile. At Tiki Ile.
Well, the
Et
more you say it, the more it sounds
Tiki
like
Ile.
it's one of those things that you just have to keep repeating the little symbols on the bottom of the beer bottle
Right.
cap until
And
you
then
get
you're
like the riddle that comes out.
Oh.
I need to
Oh.
save that somewhere so I can remember. I'm gonna practice it for you.
You two, Amanda
At
just went
Tiki
through
Isle.
everything that Anthony just said, but about like 0. In case you're wondering at home if Amanda is just on delay, she is, because we can't trust her with the live feed, so she gets us about 2 seconds later and then has to work from it. Today, we are playing a game called Hocus Pocus Hyperfocus, which is about a witch who has a very important task to accomplish, but also has ADHD. And so this game will be spent describing her progress towards her very important task, and also all of the things that she gets distracted trying to accomplish at the same time. We are going to be working through a set of tasks for this witch and describing what she's up to. Looking at little icons on the cards, telling a little story, moving some tokens around on a virtual playing board. And on that note, if your name is Amanda or Anthony and you have not yet checked the link to Hocus Pocus Hyperfocus on playingcards.io, now would be a great time to
That's where
navigate
it
over
is,
there.
the playing cards. I do remember seeing that in our chat.
Can I
it's-
show the folks at home what the interface looks like? Or is it secret?
No, you may certainly show them.
Okay.
I should tell the folks at home. There is a publicly available. Okay, sorry. One step at a time.
Okay, yeah, sorry. We got
Hocus Pocus Hyperfocus is currently kickstarting by a very lovely game designer whose name is Allison. And Allison co-designed it with a second person who I don't know personally, and hence their name is not in my brain. But I met up with Allison recently, chatted over some coffee, and had a remembering, this happened out of order, and had a remembering, oh, the Kickstarter is live right now. So this game that I said maybe I'll do should maybe be
Right now.
on Monday and not in 2 weeks' time.
Brandy is the name of the co-designer.
Thank you. Yes, so charming game.
Yo, this looks sick.
Yeah, right? Gorgeous game.
Is this
Everything
does this come with you can kickstart this? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
Does
got
it
7
come
days
with
left of the
these
Kickstarter.
assets?
Okay?
Sure does. Sure does.
Oh. So they made
Bye, JB.
these for the game.
Little going away present.
Wow, a
Thanks,
TTI
Oh,
layer.
JVU, thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, nice. Thank you so much, JVU, and I hope that you have a good night. And yes, thank you at Tiki Isle for gifting.
If we say it
A
enough, we'll
sub to
definitely
them.
remember and won't forget next week.
I love how labored it is every time we
I
say it.
clipped it, so I'm gonna remember.
Clipped it.
Tiki
That's
Isle.
technology, baby.
I
That's
took
working
a
in the
little
future.
screenshot of it just to save, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. It's Tiki Isle. I'm gonna remember.
All right.
I'm committed.
Right, sorry. So this game is about a witch with ADHD. It is currently kickstarting. It's super cute. There's also a digital version, and Anthony probably showed you, or was about to show
I
you,
haven't done it yet.
Anthony is about to show you the digital version of the game. I was kindly passed it along before the Kickstarter ends, but I will say for Allison, if you are watching this, I did make some modifications for my own fussy reasons, which I am wont to do.
Allison, it's
Want-
not personal.
want- How do you
Want.
say that word? Want?
I just say want, but I could be wrong.
Want to do.
Yeah,
As
I say
am
want,
to do. Yeah, want.
but it's not W-A-N-T.
No, it's WONT, right?
Yeah, okay. Merriam-Webster says want, or won't, or want. The third
think
one
it's-
seems the same.
Spelled with an O, but
It is
the
spelled
way
with
that
an
I'm
O.
thinking of it. But
Now, you
still
could
say
tell
it
me
once.
that I got distracted, but I think it's mechanically on theme today because this whole game is going to be about a witch getting distracted. The game is
This
going
will
to
be
take
the
us.
most mechanically on theme we've ever been, actually,
That's
because
true.
we all do this forever.
Yeah,
in our
that's true.
games.
It's just true. It says the game's going to take 30 to 60 minutes, so it'll probably just take us 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, great.
That's how we do. Yeah.
That-
Would
that-
you like to know some rules, or is Amanda's needs to step away
Ooh,
to see if
how
food
close
is
are
around?
nugs?
You can well, I'm just gonna check in like 4 minutes just because they haven't sent me anything, but it will have been an hour.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure because sometimes they just leave it and I don't get a notification. So I just want to make sure if it was like left that I can just grab it before somebody.
Steals your nugs?
Yeah,
I
in the
couldn't
military
imagine
base, it's
anything
pretty
worse.
secure in the bunker that I live in.
That's right.
But
if you weren't here a
the
couple weeks ago,
other-
Amanda does live in a secret bunker.
I
She is a genetic
Yeah.
experiment to create the perfect
I
streamer. Is
told
that
you
correct?
That's classified.
Okay.
Anthony.
Sorry.
But there are other people in the base that I know like nuggies, so they might be tempted to steal from my bunker.
True.
Right. Well, it's
Um,
that or the like dehydrated food paste that you add water to and then have on the space
Yes.
station. So
Those are my two favorite things to consume.
I just want to
Yeah.
reflect on one of our best moments of streaming, which was Kurt going down a rabbit hole trying to figure out how to pronounce the word want, while I, with my screen shared, tried to pledge $275 to a Kickstarter. So just like a beautiful moment, all things considered, you know?
Oh wow.
well,
That
we're really nailing it today.
okay, my courier's about to arrive.
Okay,
So I will,
we'll hang out for a second. We'll do rules after you get back.
I did
straight
get a
up-
text. Yay.
Straight up misheard Amanda and thought she said my career is about to arrive. As in, like, this stream's making it,
I need to
baby.
go.
I need to go.
I
My
need to
career's
go.
about to arrive.
My
I'm
career
about
is
to do
to
something
arrive.
actually meaningful
Or I
instead
need
of
to
playing
stay
games.
because my career's about to arrive. Well, I've already said that, when we blow up and
Don't
we have
stop.
the choice
No.
to invite Critical Role to stream with us, we're gonna have to decide, guys, if we're inviting them or not.
We're gonna have to decide.
Because they're gonna be asking. They're gonna
They're
be
gonna be
knocking
begging
on
us,
our door.
right.
They're gonna be like, What's the indie streams?
Well, Amanda has to
Sorry,
leave
Kurt.
and Kurt's dead, so I guess this
Not
is just
only
my
is it
stream now.
extremely embarrassing, it's also a curse. Folks, an audience of a given size no longer is a lovely group of people that you get to say hello
true.
to every week. Hi, folks. It's a group of people, some of whom think that you're awful, some of whom like you too much. No, Amanda wishes a curse upon us, and I'm not falling for it.
Do not wish upon
I'm
us a
not falling
curse.
for it. I'm gonna allow that one.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
One of our most favorite things is moderating chat messages. Really brings us together. It's very exciting because all three of us can do it. And so then it's like a question. Who's going to do it? Will anybody else do it? Kurt did this time.
Look, sometimes they make me laugh and then I want them to be there. And sometimes you're all sinning out there and I'm watching. You're all cinnamon out there and I'm nutmeg.
Yeah, that's true. I think about you. as
Did you
nutmeg.
know that nutmeg, if consumed in too high of a quantity, causes a deeply unpleasant psychedelic experience?
I have heard this. Is it true? Is it genuinely true, or like true if you're
No,
a high schooler?
no, it's
or an
real.
arts high school. Okay.
No, it is real. Like it's not only is it a bad idea,
I imagine.
because look, it's a bad idea because it's deeply unpleasant. It's like I haven't done it, let's be clear. I'm not messing around with nutmeg, but it's like nauseating and wretched. Truly can't
Right.
recommend.
Not
But
like
absolutely.
not a fun trip.
But a fun fact, because this is the chill Christmas spice that you put on your little sweet drink and you go, ooh, I love it. It's so nice. But then if you were to like just chow down on way too much nutmeg, which you can't do by accident, by the way, this would be like a lot of nutmeg. Deeply bad situation.
But doesn't it kind of make like eggnog make sense? You're like, what is the experience when I have eggnog? Oh, I just microdosed an unpleasant trip.
Lummox, I can tell that you probably would be a good trip sitter. So props to you. I'm not going to pin that. Probably shouldn't even have said it, but I do think good for you. What a good friend you'd be.
It is fun to
Well.
consider which of your friends would be the best trip sitter. Ooh, we have a Nugs appearance.
This outfit is so much.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Kurt, what food would be most surprising if it created hallucinogenic experiences? I didn't say that word right. In large quantities.
I mean, let's be like if we derealize for a second and think
Yeah.
about with fresh eyes, it's weird that mushrooms do that, right?
Yeah, mushrooms is a weird one.
Like they're just cute little guys, a little thing that's growing out there.
The problem
It's
is that
weird
I think they
does
have an
anything.
alien vibe just by default. Like I don't
They
think
do.
this is
They
impacted
do.
by the fact that they can be hallucinogenic. I just think that like even a white button mushroom, it just feels like it's from a different world. So in that sense, I think it makes sense, kind of sort of thematically. But like,
Thank you, Jamie, for the McDonald's. Thank
Jamie, you bought Amanda food. That's so nice.
I actually
thing to
have
do.
only eaten a protein bar today, so this is actually
Amanda,
very nice.
Classic Amanda.
Classic.
I
Eat
know.
food.
I
That's a
have
crazy
food.
day.
I swear. I have food. I just have been busy working, so I haven't gotten to it. So thank you, Jamie. And I will try to mute my mic while I'm eating. Or well, actually, I
Well,
guess I
no,
don't
they
have
won't
to. The
hear
only
it.
people that have to hear it is Kurt and Anthony.
No,
I
we
know you
don't,
guys
because
don't.
Zoom filters it out.
That's true.
So
Oh, so you won't
we're
even hear
safe
it.
from your table
Yeah.
manners.
Right.
I was just
Sorry, I
saying.
interrupted your cute mushroom talk about how mushrooms are cute and
Sure.
shouldn't be psychedelic, and yet they are.
It's just weird that they are. I will say, Otto mentions that mushroom stuff is called meats and flesh. That's true of vegetables too, though, right? Like the flesh
sure.
of the potato. That's
Yeah.
just a normal
yes,
thing you can
the
say.
flash.
Coconut meat.
I feel like
Yes.
good zombie vibes from vegetables because we call them flesh.
You get good zombie vibes.
Good zombie vibes.
like
Yeah,
you're the
even that's why
zombie,
mushrooms.
or
Well, like mushrooms, for example, like you have the cordyceps, and those have been connected to zombie stories like The Last of Us and stuff like that.
oh, true.
Right,
Mhm.
right, right, right.
Cordyceps.
Do you think that they're more
Parasitic
prone
fungi.
to zombie being used in zombie stories because of the flesh?
Wouldn't it be awesome if there's
interestingly,
zombies carry around
that's
cucumbers, you know?
yeah, fair enough. Cordyceps just like I think it's just the mystique that mushrooms have since developed because
Cordyceps.
they're weird little things that grow in the forest.
Cordyceps.
Cordyceps have a medicinal association in other regions, like it's been used in, I believe, traditional Chinese medicine for a very long time. I don't know that they do anything. That's not a claim that I'm making. I'm just saying the cultural association is very different.
Sue Kurt for medical malpractice. This is your opportunity right now.
Locke, I couldn't agree more. I was just saying today how lovely it is that Stream headquarters is Anthony. But that's neither here nor there. Here's some things that we'd like to know about our witch. And this is the point where we'd have a scene transition and then it would move into the edited portion, except we don't do that. And our VODs are left to rot as beautiful memorabilia in their own right. So I hope you like rambles.
I'm ready for when we have a musical entrance when we've made it.
Oh, that's what
and we're
that
at
was.
The massive level. Yeah, and then every time
I thought you were
be
being
like...
taken over by cordyceps.
Maybe. Who's
Maybe.
to say? Maybe we all are.
So, our witch has a very important thing to do. She's a distractible young witch. She's balancing her magical duties and the mundane tasks of life. And this thing is very important and desperately needs to get done. It's also very time sensitive. If she doesn't complete it in the next 4 days, she will face the consequences.
Okay.
What?
So,
That's not much time.
not much time.
4 days?
4 days. Now,
I got Monopoly pieces.
What?
Huh? On your
I
McDonald's.
got Monopoly pieces.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
nice.
What does
Kurt,
that mean?
Are you so out of
You
tune
can play
with
Monopoly at McDonald's.
society? I don't know about McDonald's Monopoly.
What is? Yeah, they have a monopoly. Sure. I think it's more of an oligopoly.
Hey, shut the fuck
you never
up.
played? Hey, Kurt, you have to know what Monopoly is at McDonald's.
Now he's-
What
now
can
he's-
I eat from McDonald's? Nothing.
They have-
make nothing for
They have
me.
veggie
Fries?
burgers now as of like 3 weeks ago. Kurt,
They have
Oh, okay.
salads.
Sorry. As of 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I can now buy things from the
catch it
conglomerate
up.
Place that you're like, I
distributes
don't
food.
want to buy.
Finally, your life is
They do
worth
Monopoly
living. Vegan
twice
freak.
a year. You collect pieces and then you put them on a board. It's not really like Monopoly. It's more like Monopoly Go.
It's
Because
like
you're just
not even
collecting
fun.
sets.
I do
Well,
want to say, just in
human
case anybody
prizes?
hears me and thinks that I'm like, oh, I'm too good for McDonald's, it's not that. I'm too cheap for McDonald's. It's not even that approachable, you know?
Hot take.
You know,
Depends
you
on
can
what
buy
you get.
frozen foods from the grocery store and it doesn't
is
even
cheap.
take that much
Than
longer.
fast food, yes, I agree.
This is my only hot take on McDonald's. It's not taste bad. It's I don't know. I could save that money.
I know you
how's
guys
the
come for the
stand-up set coming?
RPG, but you stay for the hot takes on McDonald's. I know that's what the people want.
Just gonna pin a message for no particular reason.
No,
and I'm just
okay,
gonna
that's
set that for
abuse.
60
My
minutes.
sauce?
That's abuse
For
of
my
the
nugget
system.
flummox?
I can only
Sweet and
hide it
sour.
for myself. What the fuck? Do I have no
Here's my
control over
goodness.
what's pinned on my own channel?
In case
Sweet
you
and
ever
sour.
wonder if Kurt is right, just look at the top and you'll see
What do you-
that he is.
What do you mean,
So-
Kurt? What do you mean? There's nothing pinned right now.
Oh, I've been hogtied, hogwashed, undone.
Hogwash?
I've been hogwashed. I'm washed like a hog. Okay. So,
Are you
what
want to being hogwash?
I am want to being hogwashed. What very important thing does the witch have to do? Here's some examples we could choose from or make our own. Pay rent. Perform a ritual to summon a minor demon. Get her booth ready for a local witches' fair.
Oh.
Prepare for the birth of a baby dragon. Wing woman for her best friend and their crush at a big party. What
These
do we
are
think our
examples,
witch
or are
needs?
these?
Is there are these somewhere that we can see them?
I could provide that file for you, but this is the only reason we would need to look at anything.
Kurt, you made
Oh, okay,
a.
this is the only thing we have to remember. I might just have to ask you the first few times what I can do, but then it'll be in my memory.
Sure, I hear you.
Kurt, you
This isn't
forgot that
things
we're
we can
visual
do.
learners.
This isn't the things that we can do. This is what our overarching goal for the witch is.
Right.
What would we like it to be? Just anything.
Oh, it's
Those
just
were
one of those
examples.
things.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we had to do all of them. I was like, wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. One of them. One of them is the thing.
Thank God.
And
What do we want to do?
should we choose from one of those, or should we just improvise based on this set of suggestions?
Well,
Would
I
you
like the baby dragon.
Nice.
prepare for the birth of a baby dragon? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think there's like a dragon friend who needs like the nursery set up? Do we think that this is like a grand prophecy and the dragon will come as a great blessing to the land? Like, what is it?
I really
think?
imagined
Definitely
her
the
as a
first one.
dragon midwife, you know?
A dragon midwife. Oh, I like that. So she's helping deliver the baby.
Yeah. Does that make sense as something you need
So
to
does she
finish
have to like
in 4
prepare
days?
spells?
I think, yeah. So I'm willing to do that, but only if it's spell based. I don't want to physically go through the process of the birthing of a dragon. And in fact, just to make sure that I don't get a little too squeamish, let's say it's an egg hatching.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe the egg is just hatching and this is like the day the egg will hatch. And so we have to prepare everything so that it'll be a nice egg hatching.
Okay. Okay, okay, so then, yeah. Okay, are there like final preparation spells that need to be cast for an egg hatching? Is that the kind of vibe? Or is it like the egg is hatching on a given day and...
And we have to knit a cozy for it to put
For
over
sure.
the egg so it can reach peak warmness and coziness before
Okay.
it hatches.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
part of the process.
I don't think we need every step of the process outlined because there will be sort of interpretive icons that we'll be able to use to inform our process. But definitely we're prepping for this egg hatching. Spells will be involved. Knitting a cozy will be involved. Great.
Cool.
Okay. Now there's the question here. Why does she want to get it done? I'll run some examples by you. These are not a series of things that are all true. These are a series of things from which one or a different thing could be true.
That's up to us,
She-
Kurt.
She promised her mentor that she would. Capitalism demands it of her.
Ooh.
It will help her get a date. It's been her dream since she was little. It just feels good. Or something else.
It's been her dream since she was little to help deliver a baby dragon, bring them into the world.
Yeah, that's cute, right?
I
Maybe
like
she's
that
part dragon on her
capitalism is
mom's
a
side.
reason, though. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe she's part dragon on her mom's side. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you
yeah.
think she has little horns?
Yeah, she's got little horns. Little
Yeah,
tiny
that's cute.
horns.
Can it be like there's like always like one dragon in the world and she's like her family line is the stewards of the dragon hatching and
Tied to one dragon?
you know she
And
watched
so
her
this
mom
dragon
do
is
it.
like welcoming, and maybe she also didn't even know if there would be another dragon in her lifetime because dragons can live for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Like when's the next cohort coming around?
Right. So it's
Okay.
like
Does that
big
mean-
deal.
There's only one dragon, so does that mean if this dragon's being like born that all other dragons die? How does that work?
I
In
don't
terms
think
of the
so.
rules?
I think dragons are just so long lived that it's rare for there to be a new dragon and it's always a celebratory event.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
I would also, I'm with Jamie. Egg hatching can still kind of verge on oh no. So let's have the actual hatch happen off screen when
Okay.
it happens because it's a little grody.
Y'all are so cute. I love this. This is great.
Well, maybe we're just a witch that helps to like prepare for everything, but we're not like there. Like it's really private, actually, so you can't witness it. No one's
Yes,
allowed
like
to
we're not
watch.
in the room. We're not in the room, but we have to help prepare for this to happen. I think we're distantly related to this dragon as well. Right?
Okay.
I think not distantly, but like it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, this dragon's like called your cousin, but it's not really your cousin,
Right.
you know, but the family's close, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
We've all been there. We all have a dragon cousin.
Well, dragon cousin.
Who's not our
it's
cousin.
like not a real cousin, but you know.
No, my
Yeah.
real cousin, but my dragon cousin
You see them at family
on my
reunions.
mom's side.
Yeah.
Locke volunteers a much more large reason, which is there must be at least one dragon in the world for magic to thrive. I think it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt, right?
I definitely
hurt.
think there's something to do with that. Isn't that like something in Game of Thrones? Didn't we talk about that? Did they ever touch upon that? Was that only in the show? It might have only been in the show.
I don't know.
I don't
anything
know.
about Game of Thrones, sorry.
The wrong people
People
to
were
ask.
really into it, and I was worried
Wait,
that.
have neither of you watched? Game
I've
of
seen
Thrones?
it.
Well, it's a bad idea, isn't it?
Oh,
Here's what happened, okay? I saw the first episode. I went, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
But what if George R.R. Martin dies and then they don't finish it? Well,
That
then
was
they'll
your
right.
have
So
to
you
thought?
didn't
stop
want
the
to get
show.
too invested, right?
And I didn't even consider that they just wouldn't stop the show, and the problem would be a very different problem
A
indeed.
new problem. And now it's not worth watching because everybody tells you that it's not worth watching.
Yeah. I mean, you can
You
still
just
read
have
the
to
books.
stop early.
Yeah, if you stop early and
Finish.
pretend that the rest doesn't exist, that'd be fine.
I
And
like
then
the first
imagine your
book.
own ending, and it'll just be better.
You read
I'm
the
gonna
first
tell
book?
you.
Yeah, I read the first
Okay,
book.
nice. That's
It was
good.
good. I had a good time.
You're relatively well versed in Game of Thrones.
Sure.
You know
Yeah.
In the
about the
literal
magic
sense.
dragons
Okay.
that may or may not be a thing in Game
Okay,
of
okay.
Thrones.
So to recap, the thing we have to do is we have to prepare for the dragon egg being born. It needs a cozy for its final steps of hatching and any other preparations.
Other preparations.
A dragon hatching is a once in a lifetime experience, and perhaps it runs in the family. She's close to this dragon's family in some way. It's fallen to her. She's always dreamed of hatching this dragon, but she has to be ready.
Yeah. Now, our question that we are asked next is, what's the biggest thing stopping her? Here's some examples. One of
Okay.
these might be true. A feeling of deep and uncomfortable anxiety that stops her in her tracks. An evil billionaire. The fact that she can't breathe underwater. Gifted kid syndrome. An actual literal dragon? Nope. No.
She's
That
trying to
can't be
hatch this
right.
dragon
A
egg.
dragon is trying to stop the dragon from coming into existence.
It's not her dragon egg. She stole it.
That's wrong, and I can't abide that.
I feel like that's got to be for like other ones. Like you're not
Absolutely.
supposed to put
Yeah,
these
yeah.
two together.
Wouldn't it be
That is
sick?
extremely funny.
It would have been awesome if we'd chosen like has to wingman her best friend with their crush, and what was stopping them was a dragon. That would be
Well,
sick.
yeah.
A dragon. I'm just imagining too. You could just like make it a dragon who's like just a character. Like he's a dragon, but his name is just like Tom, and he
Yeah.
just like doesn't ship
He's
the
just
two of them, so he
he's
always
a
tries to
jealous
make it awkward.
ex. Yeah.
He's a jealous ex. I
Yeah.
love that.
Uh,
Okay, so what do we think is preventing? What's our struggle here?
That's a question.
I mean, gifted kid syndrome is so funny to me, but
What is that?
It's like when you were, as a kid, like you were a high achiever, and then eventually you got to a point where it was time that you would need to start actually like putting in work instead of just being smart and being able to kind of coast. And so as a result, you don't live up to your potential because you never had to work for it, and you reached an age and workload level at which point it would you would have to continue being quote unquote gifted.
Whoa. So you were just like naturally talented, and then you get to the point where you're like, now you got to put the work in too, and then you're like, "Ugh, I haven't had to
Yeah.
do that yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that happens to people?
No, never. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I feel like I know some people now that I'm like, oh, that's
make
what was
sense?
going on with them.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one.
Interesting.
Don't look too close at any particular person in
look
this
at
stream. Atomic Structure got new RPG books. Very exciting. I wish you were streaming.
Tell us about them in the comments.
In the comments. Okay, wait. So that's funny, but I don't know if it's like I don't know if it makes a ton of sense here. A feeling of anxiety is also interesting. Kind of almost we could give it a magic sort of like repainting. You know, maybe your deep sense of
Magic
insecurity anxiety is like
What if
reflecting
wait,
something.
what if it's like a perfectionism thing?
Okay.
Like I can't do this unless everything's exactly right, and so you have trouble even starting in the first place.
Yeah, okay. And there's like a lot of
Yes.
pressure on this moment, you know,
Relatable.
like hatching the dragon egg correctly. I don't know. The people say that it matters for the quality of the dragon, the magic it will do in the world, you know?
It could be
Yeah.
like, if we mess this up, like we're feeling like we could just mess up this entire dragon's life. 'Cause
Yeah,
some people
and
say
whether
that this
that's true or
part is
not,
crucial.
it doesn't
Yeah,
matter, right? It's
Yeah.
it's just like
it's just
it
based
has
on
to
what
be
we
perfect.
feel.
Nice.
has to
And
be
we'll
perfect.
never have an opportunity like this again. We might.
Once in a
Probably not.
lifetime.
Okay. Now
How
there's
often do you think dragons normally come into existence? Like once every 100 years, or
I
is it
don't
more
think
rare
it's
than
tracked. I don't know.
It's
100
like
years, sure.
it's
Let's say every
pretty
100
pretty
years.
reliably once in a lifetime, but that can mean just about whatever you want. It's just no
Okay.
no
Once in a
two
life.
dragons have ever been born in the same lifetime, so figure that out.
Whoa. Okay, so we got one shot, one opportunity.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, now we are asked as a connection then, what are the stakes of failing? I could
Ooh,
list
okay.
what they have here.
Sure. Yeah, give us that. I think we might have an idea of it. Go ahead.
Sure. She'll be cursed to experience an embarrassing moment that will replay in her head every night before bed for the rest of her life. She'll disappoint her family. Her prince or princess will turn into a toad. She will become a wicked witch, as was foretold in the prophecy. Her familiar will have to leave.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, I love her becoming a wicked witch. Like if she messes this up, like she's just corrupted for life in her mind.
Interesting. I do.
Those
I
really
really.
high stakes.
I do like the stakes of just like I like the parental stakes of like if I mess this up, maybe I mess up this poor baby dragon. To me, that feels like I don't know.
It is good.
Feels
yeah.
real.
Maybe there's like an additional level of like the family jokes, like, haha, don't mess this up, or we'll call you a wicked witch, you know? So it's like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
light version of that.
Maybe-
So maybe it is like family, a little bit of family pressure.
Maybe her like great aunt when she had
But it's not
her
intentional.
dragon born messed it up, and she's turned into a bit of a bad egg. You know. So
Yeah.
there's
God.
precedent.
Yeah.
We've
Well, there
seen
you
it
go.
happen before.
Okay.
Oh,
Great.
well, did she turn out that way because of it, or was it like
That's what's hard to say.
other circumstances?
Correct.
It's hard to say.
You never know. Okay. Every day, our witch is going to wake up with a list of tasks that needs to be completed, and to be successful at like the
I ate
minimum,
all of those nuggets, by the way.
Wow, housed him. Nice.
you had nothing to eat today but a protein bar. I'm not impressed.
Just a
You're
speed.
like,
that
Eat
seems
more.
like- You should eat more food. Yeah. Anyways, sorry.
Eat the
Sorry to
box.
interrupt.
I'm sorry, folks. I just got to bully Amanda into consuming the appropriate amount of foodstuffs. Now, food. I almost just said food.
Food.
Tasks.
Okay, that's the end of the stream.
Our witch needs to complete a bare minimum of 12 tasks to complete the important thing and 15 for it to go off without a hitch. So,
Okay.
we are going to begin the game with 6 tasks face up. And at this point, we can now open our browsers to the play area if we would like.
Everyone
I'm
at
going to
home, open your browsers
Everyone
to
at
the play
home.
area.
Go to playingcards.io
Thanks.
/ don't say that out loud because they genuinely could just come. So I'm going to click the deal button.
Oh, the funny
I
thing
don't think
about
we could
that.
even read that out loud if I wanted to. That's a lot. There's a lot of characters.
6.
Amanda's just saying that to throw you off the scent. There's actually just one, and it's L for Lies You'll Enjoy. That is also a joke. Anyway, so, oh my God, one of these looks like an egg.
It does. That's great.
Now, okay, here's how this game is going to be played. On your turn, you are going to contribute 1 energy to the next task in the row. Each day, our witch is going to start with 15 energy, and I am just going to deal us some starting energy for the new day. New day! We have 15 energy for the day. You don't need to remember that. There's a button that you can click to make 15 energy appear when it's a new day. On your
Nice.
turn, you will take 1 energy and place it on the first card in the row that you can see before you. Some of you at home
moon.
might see it. Some of you might not. Also, have a good bath, Jerry. Love a good bath myself. There's an RPG that you play entirely in the bath over an audio
Is
call
there?
with friends.
We should do that
No
stream
way.
sometime.
We should do that stream. Do we all have to stream from the bath?
I
Hot
think
tub stream when?
We could get so many new viewers, guys. A whole new different type
Just all
of
stream
viewer.
from a laptop in the bath.
Yeah, and
And
if
then-
anybody messes up, we all die.
The vulnerability of it is ruined
is an
by
important
streaming.
part of the design.
Oh,
we'd be
so we might have to
super
record it
vulnerable.
and then
Stream
do
it.
Post it as
Unless-
a VOD.
I guess, yeah. Look up the Golden Cobras if you want to see more about a game that's played in the bath. That's
I
a
do
great
want to see
LARP
that.
design
I'm gonna look it
contest.
up after. That sounds
I can
cool.
link folks later if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, where am I? Right. So each day we're going to place a token
Shoot.
on the next task. And then the critical thing happens. We figure out if the witch is distracted.
Oh, okay.
This is the
okay,
central
okay,
thrust
okay.
of the game.
Okay.
So On your turn, the like narrative part of this is that you're going to describe the step that she's going to do towards completing the task. We can imagine each task that we're completing as like a step in the process of our ultimate goal of making like this dragon's egg hatchery a comfortable, successful, beautiful process. And it's our job as players to describe what that looks like when we place the token on the spot. But once we've placed the token, our challenge is that if there are any matching symbols between the card that we placed the token on and the other 5 cards in play, the witch becomes distracted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So a different task becomes the front of the line, and we will have to expend an energy to task switch and move it to the front. I will take the first turn so that we see what this looks like, but that's
That'd be great.
basically the game. We're just going to put a token on a task, and if the task has a number of tokens equal to the number in the top corner, the task is completed, and that's good because we need to complete a certain number of tasks to win the game. To win the game, to tell a story in which our witch is successful.
In which are which?
In which our witch. In which our witch is successful. Somebody call up Netflix. That was a joke about The Witcher.
We have covered so much
which I
pop
think
culture
is
today,
a book.
guys. We're doing
Not
great.
sure.
The Witcher is a book, and the video games are based on the books.
And then
There's
the
actually a lot of
TV
books.
show
I think,
is
for The
based
Witcher.
on the video games.
And the TV show is based on the book.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, that's more normal.
the books series, but
I played the first one in French. That didn't work out so well because there's a lot of sexy
Sorry.
stuff in The Witcher, and I didn't know that I was being flirted
was
with
happening?
until it flashed to a scene, and I went, oh no.
oh my.
What's le sex? I don't understand.
Mon Dieu.
Le sexe, c'est quoi ça? For those anglophones, I said, sex, what's that? And you can quote me on that.
I think they probably figured it out.
Okay, so we are now almost ready to play. There's one more thing that can happen, which is the task isn't complete yet, and there are no matches with the other symbols in our line. That means our witch will hyperfocus and complete 2 tasks, but discard 5 bonus energy on top of that. So
oh no.
now we've entered the ADHD is real part of this rules, in which we are dealing with task switching, which can be difficult and keep things difficult to focus, and hyperfocusing, which can be helpful, but can also be a large load. So our day will end once we're out of energy.
Okay. We have 15.
And when our witch runs out of energy, that player's turn, the player whose turn it is going to describe what exhausts her and how she makes it to bed. We'll keep the completed tasks and start the next day by describing what progress we've made toward the important thing, how she feels about her progress, what she definitely can't forget to get done today. And we will keep going until 4 days have passed. It says in the rule book, we're all about 4-day work weeks here. And then we create an epilogue for our witch.
So when we get distracted, we're only ever distracted to other tasks that we do actually have to do. It's just that we can't do them in the right order. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we discard an energy when we switch tasks.
Oh,
so
okay,
we are
okay. So we are
functionally
wasting
less effective.
Okay.
However, I will now demonstrate what that looks like
All right.
by taking the first.
We're gonna watch you over here. Yeah.
Great. So
Go ahead.
Step 1 was to take a token and place it on the first task in the row, which has a pretty little moon on what may or may not be a coin on it. I think the witch's first step is that she just has to pick up supplies to make this happen. So she's mapped everything out. She knows what she needs. There's ingredients, there's fibers, there's tools if she doesn't have them already. Oh, and she keeps looking at good tools. That would be like the perfect thing to get this done. Ooh, do I need that new cauldron to get this just perfectly right? And as she's working towards that, she makes her shopping list, and then we can see on our cards, there is a square and a heart. The heart matches and a task immediately beside it, which has a carrot on it. She gets distracted. So I'm going to click the She's Distracted button, which is going to discard one of our energy tokens, and a different task becomes the forefront. I think the carrot might represent that she got distracted by the fact she was making a list of things to buy and started thinking about groceries. I don't think that's the task she needs to complete to do this, but maybe
Okay.
she also does need to meal prep for
But
the
now
week.
she does need to do groceries.
Yeah.
Still got to
Also
do
necessary.
groceries.
Or even
I've got to
like-
do groceries. I'm already shopping.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah, that happens to me all the
You gotta
time when
eat.
you're out and you're just like, well, I'm already going out. May as well do 20 things that I need to do in this moment. And you're like, man, the one thing I went out for, I didn't get that one done. It's always the best.
Okay.
So we discarded an energy in that switching process.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason we switched was because there was a heart on the card, on our card and the card next to us, but the main symbols didn't match. Is that right? Or does that not matter?
There are sometimes one, sometimes more symbols on a card.
Okay.
The central icon is just to inform our narrative.
Okay.
The icons on the bottom.
Okay.
The icons on the bottom
mechanics?
are going to mechanically tie cards together.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
So it was just
Now
because there was
I will-
matching ones beside each other.
Just because there was a matching card. Now I will pass play to Anthony, who is now going to tell us what step the witch takes towards the current task, and then we will check if we get distracted.
Okay. So you've already set up that this task is getting groceries.
I think it could be something else if you want.
No,
That's what
that's
I
good.
think she got distracted by.
I'm
but
going to
is
elaborate
that
a
what
little
this
bit.
is?
She realizes that, as the dragon comes into the world, you need to be prepared to feed said dragon, right? And you need all the right ingredients to make what is essentially kind of an elaborate nutmeg to feed this baby dragon as its first meal. It requires lots of spices, etc.
Sorry, did you say an elaborate nutmeg?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I mean eggnog, but thank you for correcting me. An elaborate nutmeg. I just have nutmeg on the brain, after our...
You sure do.
Yeah.
Oh, don't though. Don't.
Bad for you. An elaborate eggnog is what I meant, but you have to get exactly the right spices, like the right amount of spices. And so she begins to do the elaborate process of weighing the egg in order to get the amount of milk correct, and then calculating all the calculations required in order to get exactly the spices needed for this magical nutmeg eggnog. And so I get to put a
good.
token on this card, right? Is what this means?
Yep. And if it would be more convenient for you, there's also a button that says work on task. Doesn't matter. You
Gotcha.
could do either.
Gotcha. Okay. And so now what I should do here, I'm going to show people what we're doing. Now I need to check whether there is, just in the card next to me, whether it shares a symbol with the card that I have put a token on. Is that right?
Any of the other cards.
Any of the cards?
The closest one that matches
Oh,
will be
no.
a distraction.
Okay, because there is another circle in the row. So okay. So we're distracted.
Great.
Is that right?
Wait, no.
What?
Oh,
You just become distracted because of that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Sorry, did you guys not know why I was saying no just because of that?
that was okay. That's why we were confused. So I'm gonna say she's distracted, and that's gonna send this card over here. Boom.
Sure.
That
is.
discards a thing. Gotcha. Then I'm gonna move this card to the front. I think.
Beautiful.
Great. Move this left. Move this down. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, and then maybe I should
Anthony's
say.
figured out all the buttons, and I didn't even have to say anything. That is gratifying.
it's great design.
So the number on the card, when we reach that number of focus, the task is complete.
Once we've placed that many tokens on the card, the task is complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, lovely. And then I should say what happened in the distraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be inspired by a certain roommate of mine who maybe dealt with the ADHD themselves, and something that often happened in our home, which is that as our lovely witch is like bustling around, weighing the egg, going back to the kitchen, she passes a window. And out of the corner of her eye, she sees one of her favorite plants, named Adolfo. It is a gorgeous cactus that if you sing to it at night, it will dance. And it catches her eye, and she notices that Adolfo's slightly leaning off to one side. I've got to water it. And she goes to grab her watering can. But of course, there's so many other plants in the house, and she begins to attend to the plants. And I'll leave the rest for Amanda to tell us about.
Oh, that's a distraction, all right. Okay, so now I work on the task. So I click
Yeah.
the button at the top.
What do you
Work
do?
on task. Well, this is a circle, and we do have another circle. So now I'm back to groceries.
Well, let's hear what you accomplished towards the
first
new
tell us about
task
what this
first.
task is.
Well,
and I haven't made it super clear why this
think-
helps get a dragon hatch, so might have to help us with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that in order for a dragon to be hatched, all things in the witch's life need to be in balance. And that includes any beings that she's caring for, which includes her lovely dancing cactus, Rodolfo.
Adolfo, but yeah, it's great.
Adolfo.
Yeah.
And so she gets to the point of filling up the watering can and beginning the watering process, but there's a song you have to sing when you do it, and this helps Adolfo to consume the water and then also allows Adolfo to do a pretty fun dance, which, let's be honest, is a big appeal, I think, as well for our witch who saw that and did think about how much fun it is to watch Adolfo dance, and also Adolfo's care. So yeah, gets to start it, but then is distracted when her stomach grumbles and she remembers that she hasn't fully put away all of her groceries yet
Oh, wow.
from earlier. Yeah.
Oh, we're
So
back to
this goes
groceries?
up here. Huh?
We're back to groceries.
Yeah, does this
Yeah.
How do I select the whole thing?
Just
Okay,
click
give me
on-
a second.
If you click
Well,
on
let's-
she's
let's-
just... Ooh.
I'll just move this out of the way a second. Yeah, so we could, and the way that this is originally built is just to move the whole thing, but there is a button called She's Distracted, and you can just
Distracted.
click that.
Boom.
Great.
And then I pull this over and everything moves down, move left.
I'll pause.
left.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, just a minute.
Stop.
So the circle card comes up to the front, and then...
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
But there's a
if that
button
was-
that says move to front if you want to. Okay.
Ooh,
Yep.
rotate it.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, and
then
then
move to back.
Move to back?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, nailed it.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's not too bad because at least
pretty
we
good.
already had focus on that. I don't know how the groceries helps us with the whole egg, but
I
We gotta
guess
make
can
our
wait,
do that.
magical
we said that there were
eggnog.
things that we needed. Yeah, we needed the eggnog, and we also just happened to need groceries at the same time. So
Look, it's
May as
just
well.
we're already out. Okay, we've got to get
it's
things.
more efficient.
It's
when you
more
think about
efficient
it.
if I just
It's
do
more
this all
efficient.
at the same time, and I'm definitely getting things done. In fact, right now I am going to just add one more thing to my list, and I just need to make sure that that the dragon who gave birth has an appropriate treat to receive, which is tradition, and that's part of this. And it may not be expected that I do this, but it's important that I do it, I think, for me anyway. So I'm just going to add that to my list as well. So I'm going to click on work on task because this is sort of working on the task. And then here's the challenge. Of course, we're still distracted. There's still circles and hearts out here. So I'm going to click She's Distracted. And then we're going to move the nearest heart or circle to the front and
Dang.
shuffle everything down. So how is she distracted? Oh, we've got the coin out here again. So we're back to buying stuff. I think the witch realizes, oh, this is going to cost some money and I need to budget for how much this is going to be. So she pulls up a spreadsheet and starts like checking one bank, and then she's like, oh, actually, how are my savings right now? And then so she pulls that up and she's going through it, kind of figure out like, oh, like, and part of her is like, oh, this is important.
Of course.
But
Okay, nice.
Okay.
That makes it my turn.
That's cool.
Okay. So we are back to budgeting, which, wait, this was originally making a list of things that we needed, this task?
like, getting the things that we needed.
Okay.
I think you could call it making a list. You could call it getting them.
Getting
I think
them?
our
Okay.
tasks are
Okay.
malleable for our narrative.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So we're back to that. That's just good. Just good reminder. I'll bring you guys over to see what's going on. So, our dear witch, she finishes the budget and realizes, oh my gosh, like I've got to actually go out and get these things. So she grabs her broom. She puts the basket on the back. That's so useful for carrying all your groceries and anything you're bringing home with
the
you.
basket.
Of course. And she takes off towards the magical warehouse where she can get all the things that she needs. And as she is crossing over the great plains that she lives beside, she sees a massive rhinoceros beetle, her friend, Waldo. And Waldo's been expecting a child, and she hasn't checked in with Waldo, and so she does have to come down to land to talk to our dear friend Waldo. So I'm gonna send this off. Wait, I need to first put
Wait a
token on this
second.
thing.
I
Did I?
don't think
I
she
missed
gets
this up.
distracted because we've just finished a task with your move, right?
Wait. Yes.
Oh,
I see. What happens
As
now?
much as I love
Oh.
rhinoceros beetles, I think you just
I
accomplished
definitely
something,
think we
I'm
should
afraid.
bring. Was his name Waldo?
Yeah, we can bring it back.
We're
Waldo
gonna
should definitely
let's
make an
bookmark
appearance.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just
Her
that's
mind's
just
strayed
please
from
for you guys.
Waldo.
Yeah,
But she pulls it together.
she pulls it together. Okay.
Okay, so
So then I need to finish the finishing of this task, right? That's
Yeah, you're
important.
finishing it.
Okay. What mechanically
Gotta
happens
lose
when I
5
finish the
focus.
task?
I would ask that you click clear token until there are no tokens on it, and then you
Clear
click finish card.
token.
It's at the bottom.
I see. Yes. Okay. Well, come on over and see the excitement of me clicking clear token. Here we go. Clear
Ooh.
token 1. Ooh. Clear token 2. Ooh. Finish card.
woo.
No, that's
So
just going to
exciting.
hang out up there.
Okay. As a
Okay,
finished
cool.
task.
As a finished task.
And then we move everything left and we're good?
Yeah.
We lose
well, I
5
suppose.
focus, don't we?
No, because we completed a task. If we added a token to a task and doing so meant that the task was not yet complete, but there were no distractions, that's the incidence in which hyperfocus happens. But not if we finish a task by ourselves.
Oh, right, because we can't be distracted. There's no distractions at that time, which means we just lock in.
Lock in.
But it also means that we put a lot of energy into what we're doing. That makes a lot of sense.
I feel you should all know, if you just heard anything from the other room, I am 90% sure that my partner just said, "You lick bread," which tells me the cat has sinned.
I don't think
I
we
did
can
not
hear
hear
it,
that, but
but that's great
I
detail.
saw your reaction to it of, oh, like you noticing
You
something
lick
was
bread?
You lick bread?
That's great. I can imagine your partner saying that. Okay, great. So that means that we are done. So let me narrate the end of the task.
Yes,
Everything
please.
goes so smoothly. You know, it's been a distracted morning, but we make it. The warehouse. The gremlins there that work the cash are very friendly. They compliment our frock. Delightful. And we're able to find all the things we need. You know, we've got things for the magical eggnog, for the ritual, for the magic fires we need to burn, the strange clothing we need to make for the hatching, all of it. It's in the basket. Fly home, unpack the bags, sit down on the kitchen floor. Done it. One task done.
Love it.
Amanda, over to you.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're working on this
But it's a new
egg
task.
thing now.
Yeah,
It's a
you
new
gotta tell us what
task.
this task is.
Well, this task is the polish that you have to put on the egg
Ooh.
before the cozy can be slipped on. So this is after we're done the polish, then we can start working on knitting the cozy. But before that, there is the polish. So I'm gonna be working on this polish, shining it up. Our witch is mixing it up in a pot. Has all the ingredients, obviously, and it's kind of like a glaze. It's kind of like Like maybe it's a little bit, it got a little bit of color to it. Maybe a little bit of sparkle, maybe a little glitter in there. Mix it in so it's really pretty. And it's going pretty well. It's going very well. It's going so well that I think I'm gonna hyper focus. Is that what's about to happen?
Sure is.
I think the witch starts, she's just really gets into it, and she starts thinking about like all of the other elements that she could add in. She realizes she has so many ingredients right now because she's fully stocked. And she's just like, oh man, like we could be adding a little bit of like eye of newt in this. We could add a little bit of rosemary seed. You know, there could be, ooh, there should be a hint of juniper in here. I think that would be really nice for the smell. So she's gone from it being a simple glaze that just is a little sparkly to like, this is going to be the freaking best glaze ever. All I'm thinking is glaze. Unfortunately, though, that means that she does become hyper focused.
It's kind of good. She completes the next task as well. So
Oh, so she also completes. So we do complete this, and then we also complete. Yes, the calling
Oh.
of the ancestors, which is important. Obviously, no dragon can be brought into the world without having met before they hatch every dragon who has come before. So this is a way that the dragons can welcome this new dragon into the clan and into the world before they're even hatched.
Wow.
So we're preparing the summoning stone for that.
what does it look
Those are
like
both done.
when the summoning stone is finished?
The summoning stone is
Or ready or what have you?
It's a rock. It kind of looks like maybe like a gemstone that you might see, but there is a part of it that seems to be like fully just slate or something like that. What are rocks made out of? Slate? Is that a thing? That's one of them.
It's one of them.
So it's almost like a gemstone embedded in a piece of rock, but it's completely circular. So they also appear to be like one piece, about like this big.
I love an
And
orb.
from the inside, you can hear whispering coming from it.
Oh boy.
Sick.
That's normal. That's just the spirits manifesting before.
That's
That's
just the
normal.
spirits manifesting.
That's
Okay, Amanda, if you could click finish card
finish
there,
card.
and then do
And
it
then
again.
Finish card. Whoa.
Wow, 3
So
tasks
we move
done.
all these left?
Yeah.
Look at all of our tasks.
You
done.
might save
Wow.
yourself slightly. Okay, the button above, yeah. You could also just drag them, but I like that move left moves the whole stack of tokens as well.
Oh yeah.
That was my
that's
my
helpful.
fussy little thing.
Ooh,
So,
Kurt.
but now we've lost 5 energy, so are we time for bed?
Our day is over.
Oh.
But we got 3 tasks done today, and we still have 3 more days, so we're doing pretty good.
That's true. And we need to get how many done? Sorry?
Minimum 12.
Minimum 12 for this not to be like an unmitigated disaster.
Okay, so we're only like on
But ideally
track,
15,
but
so it can be perfect.
we've got some tokens on cards though.
I also feel like, though, if it's not perfect, would there be more that our character could learn from that? Because sometimes you need things to not go off without a hitch in order for you to realize that, you know, not everything needs to be perfect. So it might be better for her.
Ooh, interesting.
wasn't.
Okay, wait, don't forecast. Don't forecast. We'll see. We'll see when we get
Well,
there.
I
This is
just mean,
interesting. It's
we'll see what
interesting.
happens.
Yeah. Thanks, Otto, for filling me in on the rules. That's great. You were paying attention.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay. So
Kurt.
we are in a new day.
New day.
One more thing, I think. Amanda, could you tell us what ultimately exhausts our witch before she like slinks into bed?
So I think it's that in summoning creating the summoning stone, because there is an awful lot of whispering involved in just manifesting and tying the spirits to the stone. There's like a lot of voices that she's hearing in her head. And they're actually very soothing because dragons are very soft spoken creatures. So these very like deep, soothing voices whispering slowly in her head. And she's just been around all day, going out, getting stuff, coming back. She realizes how tired she is. And then after almost nodding off a couple times, she's like, all right, I'm done with this stone. Time to go to bed.
Done with this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, after Amanda is me.
It's you.
So our next
Does our
task.
witch have a name? Do we name her?
We haven't named her.
Sure, we can name her. I think her name is Moss.
Moss
Oh, I like that.
Park.
I like that.
Cool. Did you say Moss Park?
Mm-hmm.
Last name Park?
Yeah.
All right, if that's what you want.
It doesn't have to be.
Miss Park. Moss, excuse me. Moth. Can't say the word.
I was thinking of
Moss.
Wendy the witch, but I like Moss a lot.
Wendy's your middle name.
That's even better. Pardon? Wendy's her middle name? Moss
Yeah.
Wendy Park?
Yeah. Classic name. Okay, so our next task shows a picture of a little beetle on it.
Waldo?
So I think
Waldo?
Waldo? Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Our witch wakes up this morning and thinks, oh no, all this work thinking of the dragon, and I haven't even gone to consult my friend who just had an egglet. I haven't gone to talk to Waldo. Oh, we used to be so close, Waldo and Wendy, they would say, and now
Wait,
I'm not even there.
Is the witch named Wendy?
Well, middle name.
Oh, yeah.
Different. Some groups call her Wendy,
Sure.
but
Moss,
her name is Moss.
Wendy Park.
Yeah.
And other
Normal.
names to be added.
Sure. And any other names that we think of later. But this is important to her task, I think, because Waldo has some hand-me-downs that are important for rearing an egg, from an egg being. I think in particular, there's maybe like a heat lamp.
Nice. An egg cup.
Yeah, an egg cup. So
An egg cup.
she resolves to head over and starts looking up the address. And I think so.
Are we getting distracted? What's happening?
She gets distracted. She does. So we will click She's distracted. We will move the new task to the front. And I'll just say she consults. I think there's just a search engine with an owl as its insignia. If we're cool with this being modern day-ish. I already said spreadsheets.
No, that's great.
Modern day fantasy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she consults the owl oracle. She pulls up her crystal ball and goes on the worldwide wisdom. But that gets in the way, and I don't know exactly what about it is important. So please take it away, Anthony.
Great. Okay. Well, we know that dragons are long-lived species, right? And we also know that dragons are immensely wise, immensely intelligent. By the end of a dragon's life, they will have learned an entire bloodline's worth of information for a normal human. And this process begins young. The dragon in the egg already has begun to learn, and in fact to speak. And if you listen closely to the egg that's sitting in her garage, you'll hear this whispering. It's a repetitive phrase that comes through at times, but she can't figure out what language it's in. And it seems like it might be important. It could be signaling something it needs, something it's missing. But dragons can learn all sorts of languages just sort of latently, just absorbed through the air, through the collective unconscious. So it could be any language that any sentient knows how to speak. So she is at work on the Owl Oracle, trying to phonetically type in whatever phrase this is, just looking for something. She spends a good couple hours on it, but doesn't make much progress. She's ruled out all prehistoric languages from Eurasia, which is a good start, but there are others to check out at this point. When we're about to get distracted, when she remembers oh, there's like somebody I could ask about this. And so she wanders outside to the family graveyard behind the manor. And she goes to speak not to necessarily the ancestors of the dragon or whatever, but her own ancestors, who are just buried in the backyard. She sits beside the tombstone of her great grandmother. They just begin to gab. It's been so long since they caught up. There's all sorts of like drama happening in the underworld right now. She's got to catch up. And the minutes just flash by. Over to you, Amanda.
So I think that eventually they do get around. After a while, she remembers why she started doing this to begin with. And it's when her great grandma,
That's what I said. Yeah.
yeah, asks her about how work is going. And she's like, oh my goodness, I actually came because I had a question for you. And I was wondering if you could help me figure out what this language is. And while her great grandmother is not super aware, she does know a way that the language could be ordained. But it does require a special concoction. And she instructs her great granddaughter how to make this concoction so that Moss might consume it, and then in hearing the language will have basically an understanding of it. Basically like a Babel fish in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay,
Guardians
nice.
of the Galaxy. Wrong galaxy property. Anyways, so she writes this down, and as she's getting ready to start on this, though, she recalls that there is a special potion that she made that's going to be expiring soon.
It's nutmeg.
It's very special, and I would tell you more about what is so special about it, but I think I'd like to leave that for Kurt to come up with. So I will move this, and I will move. Oh wait, no, I will not do that. I'll move this back here. Hold on a second. Gonna move this to the front. Move to the front.
Move to the front. Move to the front. Move to the front. Move to the front.
And so now we are focused on this expiring potion.
Right. In case folks at home are curious, if you played this in real life, there are tokens and cards, and you move the tokens on the cards with your hands. And that's
oh, you could play it in real life. Weird.
I know. I love my little buttons and online, but they
Is
thought
this
about
also
this.
a good solo game, would you say?
Yeah, it plays 1 to 6, which is, I mean, yeah.
Pretty cute little
Which is
solo
true.
game. Come up with a cute little story.
I want to know a game that you can play with 0 players.
The Tragedy of G7X9B. The game is left in a room with a closed door at a convention. And if the room is opened and the paper is read, the tragedy, ... will tell you about a planet with an incredible culture, tiny little organisms. And by having entered into this space, you have spread an infection and killed the entire population of the planet. No one will ever know what life was like there. A game for 0 players.
Dang, that's awesome. Who made that?
I believe there is another game for 0 players developed by Christian Malik about space camp, which you did not go to. You spent all summer wanting to go to space camp, and you did not. And so there are many things you could have done, but you did not.
Didn't.
I love space camp. Yeah, sorry, Jamie. There just happen to be a lot of games, and I know about them. Okay, an expiring potion exists. So, shoot, this potion. Oh my God, I can't believe I got distracted talking to great grandma. I have been meaning to down this potion for ages because it increases your magical potency. And if I can just do this, everything else is going to go by more smoothly. But I hate the taste of this. I gotta steel myself towards it. And so she starts practicing breathing exercises to get ready to down this potion.
Breathing exercises.
Mm-hmm. Of course, she does not
How will
complete
the
the task.
Oh wait, the potion will just help us focus on all our tasks?
It just makes our magic stronger. So all of
Oh,
the
okay.
tasks that we
So it'll help
accomplish,
all of our tasks.
sure. But
Oh, yeah.
as we're doing this deep breathing, preparing to down this potion, uh, we can't help but have a moment, you see, where we remember, oh, shoot, right, the internet, the worldwide wisdom. I was looking up. Anthony, what was she looking up again? Languages?
Well, yeah, where did this language come from? What language is the dragon speaking in there?
You got to do the potion and you can understand the language.
So as she breathes in and out, she thinks, oh, actually, this circular pattern is reminding me of the sound that the language had. Maybe I should do a little bit more decoding on that. And that is
Yeah, you
all
can
she
figure it out.
manages to do with that. So we pass play to Anthony.
Of course, I could just finish the potion, but I just realized I think this does sound like not typical Sanskrit, but like I think this is the special Sanskrit that they just spoke on the Polynesian islands. And so, but there's only like 4 people who speak it, and they're all in that one forum. Moss goes over to that forum. She used to love this forum. This was her place. She goes in there, starts kind of like trying to type out what it is. She's getting responses. People are figuring it out together. She reconnects with Moonslayer 717. Great friend. They used to game together all the time. So good. And then she remembers, I just love connecting with old friends. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Waldo. I never got to talk to Waldo, right? Did Moss ever talk to Waldo? We didn't get that far.
Oh,
No.
No.
we really got that far. We just thought about it.
Man, I really should. But first, I'm just gonna send a text to Moonslayer 717. That's what's gonna distract us today. Is talking to our good friend. But it, of course, is connected to another friend. And she first sends several choice memes to Moonslayer before she continues on with her serious tasks. Amanda, take it away.
Can I just say that is this what ADHD is like? Because the whole concept of her finding out that she has to make a potion that'll help her to decode the language, and then going to do the potion and seeing another potion and getting distracted by that, only to think about going back because something about the breathing reminded her that maybe she does know the language when she could just make the potion, but she's like, no, like I think this will be faster actually if I do it the way that I was originally doing it. If I just go back to it, spend a little bit more time on it, is like the most relatable thing. Like I will do a thing myself. I do that all the time. And then I get distracted by something, and then I'm like, back to the original method, actually. Time to switch. This is like how I get dressed every day. This is the process. Which is
That
also
explains
why
a lot
I've been
of
enjoying
outfits.
RPGs, or not RPGs, cosplay streams where people get to, if we make goal, chat gets to help me decide which one I'm going to do for the next one, because
Oh, that's
I
fun.
love that, because then I have something planned. But even when I don't, I plan something in advance. So it's nice because it's planned. But when I have to make a choice, good Lord, this is exactly what it's like just to get dressed. Okay.
Unfortunately, it does work that for me as well. It works that way for me as well. In
Yeah, for
case
your
anyone at
brain.
home was wondering what the brain's like over here. But what were we
Whoa.
doing?
We're working on this task, which is we're
Oh
gonna talk to
God.
Waldo.
The meta
True
layers
meta.
are wild.
We're gonna go to Waldo, and I think this is when on Moss's crystal ball, she calls up Waldo and just has like a little session where she's just checking in. She says, I've been working on this hatching, and I just realized I hadn't checked in with you, and I wanted to make sure that everything had gone well. And Waldo's saying how it is and talking about the joys of being a new parent and the perils of being a new parent, as there always are. And this conversation actually reminds Moss that uh, she has not finished that original task from earlier. However, Waldo's way of speaking makes her realize that the reason why it might be familiar is because Waldo has a cousin who's a different kind of beetle, and it actually sounds similar to that. And now she feels like she's a step closer. So she, you know, says, Waldo, I'm gonna have to call you back. This just reminded me of something. And thanks for chatting with me. And Waldo understands. And off she goes to check on the Oracle, Owl Oracle.
Yeah, Owl Oracle.
Again?
Yeah.
Here we go.
No, actually.
Wait,
It looks
am I wrong?
like
Oh, wait. Oh, no, yeah.
we missed
mean
a
no?
couple chalices, right?
No, it's not chalices. We're looking for squares.
There's only
Oh,
squares. Silly
Yeah, it's only
me.
squares.
Silly
You got it,
me.
you got
I've
it.
sinned.
You're good. You're
Sorry,
good.
I
folks.
was gonna say, did I miss a symbol? I don't think so.
Was I?
I don't think
But
so.
we're back and forth. But now we can go to chalices, but we won't because we're gonna
finish a task. Finally.
Woo!
This is the first task we finished today,
All day.
which does feel bad. And in case you were wondering, that's also how my Sunday went. So work on task.
the development that we made on our tasks always remains.
We've
So it's
got
not
some
like we
things
lose our
done.
progress.
So the fact that I watched videos about how to sew but didn't actually start sewing the Halloween costume is just
but now
it
you
means
know how to sew.
You've
So
got-
when
that. And
we
I
get
also
started,
finished the overlay the day in advance.
Incredible.
God, okay. Now our
This is
witch
so real.
logs
This is
back
really
online.
real.
Our witch logs back online, goes back onto the community, and would you believe it? Someone has found exactly the language that's being spoken, whispered
Oh my
in
God.
these dragon tongues. And
What is being
so,
said?
with the knowledge in hand, Moss translates what's being said, and it's just a really lovely blessing to the new young dragon.
Hmm.
So it's written down into a special little card and set aside, and Moss feels very pleased. And we will now finish that task and move everything
Wow.
else to the left. No distractions today. Anthony, what's going on?
What's going on? It's so pleasing to have finished this task, and she realizes that baby dragon has just been telling her this like gorgeous sort of tiding, an excitement for the new world, and to kind of power up all the spell components, she puts this card in the window for Sun and comes across Dear Adolfo, who is actually just kind of dancing a little bit. And she goes, oh, Moss is like, right. In order for the dragon to come into this world, I need to make sure all the things I care for are happy. So the dragon feels welcome. This is very important. Plants are watered, but oh yeah. What about the colony of cats in the backyard? Moss has forgotten about the colony of cats for some time, and so goes to her fridge where she did remember to put something on the grocery list for them. She gets the largest tuna you've ever seen, like a full-ass tuna, out of the fridge, the entire fish, and she just hauls it off into the backyard.
Wow.
She makes the little tisk tisk noise. As she goes in the backyard, and the cats kind of like come down from everywhere, meow meow meow, all sort of like waiting, and then she hurls the tuna into the middle of the yard, and all the cats pounce down and begin to have an incredible feast celebrating the week of the dragon's birth. And she smiles at just how good this has gone. One of the things in her care that she's taken care of. And oh man, wow, Tuna really smelled good. I think I have canned tuna. Do I have canned tuna in the... I think so. Wait, oh, I made tuna salad. And a moment later, Moss is like butt sticking out of the fridge, leaned in there with some crackers, just having a fridge snack as we get distracted one more time here. Let me show you what's going on. We're distracted by the carrot task, which we have not seen for some time.
It's been a
Carrot
minute.
task.
Carrot task.
I think I did. I add a
date ends.
Did I add a token to the plant task? I think I did.
You did.
I did.
You
Okay.
did. Yeah. I love that. That's how our day ends. So please, Anthony, bring us home. Tell us. Tell us how she finds herself exhausted.
Have you ever done this thing? I do it often, where like she's like opened a bag of Tostitos in order to kind of like get into that canned tuna salad that she made, and then like the bag of chips is open, and like I'm not gonna put a clip on this. She doesn't mean to, but like half an hour later, Moss has eaten the entire bag of chips, and it sits like a rock
Snacky
of corn
Moss.
in her stomach, and she collapses onto the floor of the kitchen, the cold tiles beneath her, and feels so good. Sleep comes. Maybe
On
like
the kitchen floor.
3 hours later, she wakes up and takes herself to bed, but it's just she's done so much today. Has she? I think so.
I mean, she did a lot of things.
One task. We got one task.
Get a lot done. One task. I have actually fallen asleep in all kinds of places where I'm like, how did I fall asleep here? I fall asleep constantly actually at night doing yoga. Like if I do yoga before I go to bed,
That's kind of
I
nice.
will fall asleep
Like-
doing yoga.
In Shavasana, kind of like, or are you like in downward
Yeah, like
facing
child's
dog, and then you're like,
pose.
okay.
I mean, I've definitely fallen asleep like sitting up as well, like where I go and I'm like, oh, fell asleep. But also, yeah, usually when I'm like laying on the mat, not usually when I'm in downward dog and I just pass out. Could you imagine? I just like fall
Downward
right
dog,
into my
face
titties.
first into the
Face
ground.
first.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the end of Moss's day. Amanda,
All
this
right.
means that you get to start off our new day.
So I think New Day starts off with Moss realizing that, she's only got a few days left here and she needs to make sure that she's taking care of herself. Otherwise, this is never going to go well. She won't be well rested. She won't be well fed. And she realizes that yesterday, obviously, she ate so much, probably because she wasn't really doing a good job of taking care of herself throughout the day. So she says, I'm going to start today off right. And I'm going to
New day.
have some breakfasts. Where do I click New Day? Oh, here.
We got it.
Yes, thank
We got it.
So she's gonna start off with breakfast, and she feels immediately just completely like I'm good. Like for the next few days, now that I'm organized with my food consumption, for the next few days, I think I'm gonna be good.
Did she
Maybe
do some
she
meal
even-
prepping?
I think she did some meal prep. Yeah, I think she made herself
Nice.
a nice breakfast. Spent the morning doing some meal prep to take care of herself in the future. Good
You
job,
love to see it.
Moss. I'm
job.
Make the
proud of you.
time.
So she finished this task. So then this is done. And then do we become
I can help.
hyperfo-
We do not come hyper-focused because because you finished a task on her own. If she places a token and isn't distracted and the task isn't done, that's when hyper-focus strikes. But that is not right now. Right now, we've just
we would
finished
be
a task.
distracted still, right?
No.
Because what was the symbol on the card? No?
No, because we finished
Because
the
we
task.
finished it.
If you finish the task, you're good.
So what's
So
the
it-
difference between becoming hyper-focused and not? If you have nothing that can distract you. Oh, if you
Yes.
can have nothing that can distract you and you didn't finish a task.
Correct.
Now you're
yes.
hyper-focused, so you finish that and the next thing.
Correct.
makes
Bingo.
sense. Okay,
You
got
got it.
Got it.
Love to see
Yeah.
it. Okay.
That makes sense because you have no distractions.
And
We're
this is
gonna have
actually
some more
a
distractions.
promising start to the day for Moss
It
because
is.
as soon
Getting
as
everything
Moss
done.
finishes doing that meal prep, Moss is like, okay, I've taken care of myself. I've put in the time. I'm gonna resolve this ancestral discussion.
Yeah, good
Great
question.
grandma left her hanging a little bit.
Since
Now that
yesterday.
now that well, I think it's more like you drift in and out of conversation. Time doesn't matter to ghosts.
Yeah.
Um,
Time doesn't matter to ghosts.
I think yesterday I misspoke and said that the
They're above
language that
time.
Moss decoded was like ancestors, but that was the baby. Um, this is actually ancestors, and the
Correct.
ancestors, I think, do in fact have something to pass along. So right beside the tidings of the baby dragon goes the tidings to the baby dragon, and Moss has now completed another. This is like a welcome into the world. It's lovely, there's like oh, here's the future, here's the past. The two tidings sit beside each other. How nice.
Super
Aw.
cute.
So
A
we will
blessing from the ancestors.
blessing from the ancestors. So we will clear the tokens from that completed card. We will finish the card, and now
Wow.
we continue going. As in, Anthony takes a turn.
Okay. Finished talking to great grandmother, got the blessings. Everything's going really great. And as I finished talking with great grandmother Lorne, she points out, and what happened to that potion you were gonna take? Oh my god! Oh, got the potion. Oh yeah, that's right. So I head back inside to the potion workshop on the second floor, and there is that potion about to expire. It's going to give me just so much magical energy, all the magical energy that I will need to pull off this incredible ritual to bring this dragon into the world. It's going to need a couple finishing touches here. I have to cater the magic to exactly the sort of birthing magic that will take place. A sprig of holly here, half clove of cinnamon. Clove, that's not the right term, but you understand what I mean. Stick. A half clove of garlic. The potion begins to bubble, turns a gorgeous magenta. The smell of a rainy day in the fall fills the room, and Moss drinks down the potion. You can feel every cell in her body begin to vibrate, reaching out to connect the cells beside it. Neurons forming new synapses with pieces of bone. Suddenly, her thought just deeply submerging into her body until she is all mind and body blended into one. The perfect situation for magic to happen. And with that, she has finished one more task of magical enhancement here. And so I am going to clear the tokens. That's how I do this. Finish the card and move everything left, passing it over to Amanda. Another successful completed task.
This is such a productive day for us. I'm really proud of Moss. This is this makes me feel so hopeful about the way my brain works. And I am not diagnosed with any kind of attention deficit anything, but I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's what's going on in my brain, but this feels really, really familiar. And it's lovely to see a character that succeeds, even though you can have a day where you do nothing. It's like part of the doing nothing was part of the doing something tomorrow. So, continuing on that journey.
Yes.
We are going to call back Waldo because I think in a bit of a panic here, Moss realizes after resolving everything with her ancestors earlier that she never called back Waldo. And that was yesterday. And so she hurries to call Waldo back, who totally understands. Waldo is a very supportive friend who is like, I mean, Moss, I've known you for so long. It's totally fine. And you have a lot to prepare. And Waldo actually has a little something that they wanted to make sure that Moss has. It's a bit of a personal touch, which actually for this type of ceremony is expected to enhance the hatching process.
What is
And
it?
what Waldo gives Moss is a baby blanket
Aww.
from when they had their little egglet, and they're no longer using it anymore. And so they figured it would be better to just pass it on and hopes that it will continue to be passed along.
Aw.
And yeah, so that should be delivered soon. It's coming over on another witch is delivering it. Delivery witch.
A delivery witch.
Delivery witch.
I don't know.
Finished card.
Finished card.
Nice.
Boom.
So that is
That's
8
it.
tasks done so far. Which is pretty dang good.
Wow. And we're on day 3.
Yes.
Do I draw a new card?
Yeah, please do.
Oh. Cupcake.
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 This comes back around to
Interesting.
Kurt for a brand new task.
And
We're
yet
gonna
a
get
task.
hyperfocus.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if this is even good or not,
That's
which
kinda
is
bad.
the paradox of hyperfocus.
Kind of bad.
Here's how this is going to go.
But I think hyperfocus is always still like kind of useful. It would have been better if we hadn't already done so much watering. It would have been better.
It's true.
Already been taking care of the plants and the cats.
I'm moving tokens.
He is
Adolfo
moving
and the
tokens.
cat. What did you call it? The cat commune?
Colony.
Colony.
Okay. So jazzed on all of the things that she has accomplished today. Maybe Moss goes a little bit overboard with the next one. Moss is admiring all of the tasks that she's already done, and she looks at that kiln once more with that beautiful glaze, scented of all those lovely things, and thinks, I haven't fired up the glass blowing in a while. I could make the heat lamp for the dragon. I could make that myself. You know, I thought
So smart.
Waldo was going to give me a heat lamp, but the
Was.
baby blanket was actually better. And if I could blow the glass for a light bulb.
I know how.
Lickety split. I know
make it the
how
way
to
I
do
like
it. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna lock in, and right now I'm gonna make the heat lamp for the dragon. I'm gonna do it
From
myself.
scratch.
From scratch. Let's go. And Moss goes,
Moss, you could have just bought it, girl.
could have just bought it, but Moss didn't. And
No.
Moss spends quite some time just like glass blowing in the yard. Are there other tasks that are more important than this one? Certainly possible, probable even, but that's not what Moss is focused on. And finally, when Moss installs a little filament to light perfectly and warm our little sweet dragon, when that I need to water before over at the dragon's place. Well, I might as well take care of the last one. And Moss waters the cat grass, which only makes sense. Dealt with the cats, dealt with the cactus. Might as well deal with the cat grass. So Moss does complete both tasks, but I think on some level that was a little much. We see Moss wipe like bead of sweat away. And there's a narrator sort of ominously hanging over that's like, but at what cost?
Okay. So
Amazing. Okay.
does Moss, is she tired? She go to bed?
Not yet.
Not
She's
yet.
got a few tokens left in her.
Okay.
3 tokens
I'm
left.
tired just hearing about everything she's done today. She's
She's
productive.
been so productive today.
She's gonna have burnout. Slow
Uh-huh.
down. That's the next phase.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call something back. I think that we were talking earlier about having to get all of the ingredients for this eggnog that I mentioned. think it's time to make it. You know, it needs to be brewed in the day or so before. And so having kind of like just really focused on making this heat lamp, she like goes back to her list and goes like, oh right, yes, the eggnog to feed the dragon, its first meal, right, imbue it with magical energy, okay. And she gets the cauldron out, starts heating up the milk, adding the spices, letting them bloom, and begins the sort of slow process of creating this thing. And in so doing, she needs a wooden spoon, you know, to mix the pot. But the wooden spoons she doesn't keep in the kitchen because it's not often that she needs the cauldron. Where did I put them? Oh gosh. I think I packed them away at the end of last season. Right. Okay. I'll go to the craft shed. Heads out to the craft shed. There is the painting she was working on of the dragon's mother to put inside the nursery. Oh my god, it looks so good. I thought it was terrible when I first last stopped working on it. I thought it was so bad, but I actually think I'm kind of good at this. But but I didn't finish the haunches. And she starts dabbing away at it with the cauldron just like bubbling at a full boil back in the kitchen. She is distracted. And this little paint thing comes up. Everything moves over. This goes to the back.
Now we're painting.
I didn't show you any of that stuff, but you know, I'll promise you that it happened. We have one token left, and it is Amanda's turn.
Well, she's gonna jump right into that painting and makes pretty good work when she realizes that she is low on one of her colors. She's getting down to the bottom of the bottle on that one, and she's like, oh, you know what, I should probably go out and get, and she realizes what time it is, and she's like, oh man, everything is closed. I've just been like going all day. And she decides it's definitely time to turn in for the night. I'm gonna let her put the cauldron down to simmer. Yeah. So it can just continue throughout the night, and she's gonna call it a day. So now we have a new day.
Wow. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tasks at the end of day 3.
So we need at
4
least
when we started, I think.
2, and if we can get 5, then we're in the money.
Yeah.
Right. But even 2 will mean it's not a disaster, so that would be good. I'm going to click She's Distracted, and then I'm going to drag that token for task switching back to New Day, because we don't actually have to spend it.
We don't get distracted. Wait.
We do, but there's no task energy expended because we're out.
We had nothing
right.
to spend. Okay.
She was just like, oh, I have to. I'm going to bed.
Okay, great. Hey, Brandon.
Unfortunately, Duncan, this sounds very familiar to all of us. Some of us. Speaking of which, I am going to take my turn over here.
Hi, Duncan.
Our witch Moss wakes up and goes, the cauldron. I got to get back to the cauldron.
Of course.
What state did I leave it in? What was I even using it for? You know, the cauldron, it's been a while since this cast iron has been brought up to temp with some oil. I should probably season the cauldron before I go any farther. The contents have already cooled, like, whatever. I'm just gonna, it'll stick something fierce once I add the last stuff. I'm gonna season the cauldron.
You gotta season the cauldron. You don't want your cauldron to be rusty by the end of today. That'd be so embarrassing.
So Moss adds some oil to the cauldron and lovingly seasons it. If folks aren't familiar with that term, cast iron only doesn't stick if you've treated it with hot oil. That was really just for Amanda's benefit, and I pretended it was for our audience. So I'm going to place a work on task token on this, but of course, she is distracted.
And distracted into an entirely new path.
Something we haven't seen yet. Amanda, oh no, Anthony, tell us
Ooh.
about that.
Ooh, okay. Let me look at this for a second. This looks like one of those monsters from Stranger Things, or a flower with hands. Okay. Fascinating. I've already done sentient plants. Do we do sentient plants again?
A classic question. Everyone always be asking, can we go back to sentient plants? It could be a statuette or a dryad or I don't know, something just being held by a plant.
Or the hell beasts in the forest.
It looks like
I think it's the
it looks
hell
like a little
beasts.
ghost being held by a plant to me.
Looks like a ghost
You
being
guys see
held by a
that?
plant.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah, do
you're
you see
saying.
it?
Oh.
You see it?
Oh yeah, okay. I do see what you're saying.
There's a lot of different things that you could see in this symbology, I think, of this card.
A real Dixit.
It is as kitchen fills with the kind of sharp scent of oil hitting its sort of smoke point, and the smoke filling the air. She goes, "Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Anytime a dragon is born, all the nearby beasts do try to kidnap the baby dragon so they can use it as leverage to get the parent dragon's hoard. Classic. Happens every time. You've got to stop all the crazy beasts with the weird face hugger heads in the forest from coming around and trying to steal the baby dragon. Luckily, she does have a plan for this. She's thought it out before.
Are these a specific type of creatures that is like their role in society?
Yeah, they just wait around for centuries until a dragon egg is born, and they're like, "Let's go! Let's get that bag!"
Like, we're just chilling, having a nice time, living our little lives, and then as soon as that happens, they're like, "Activate, must go."
Activate. Oh, you guys couldn't see the card. I'm sorry. This is what we were looking at.
Yeah.
We're really
What do you
zoomed
guys
in
see
now.
when you look at that card?
Yeah. Let us know
I'd
what
like
you
to
see in
hear
the
it.
comments below. Hit that subscribe button and wham that bell.
Oh dear.
That's what Amanda sounds like. Okay.
I'm saying that in my next video. Wham that bell.
Wham
People will
that
be
bell.
like- People will.
You know
How
what
could
you
you
gotta do to keep some hell monsters away. You know, right, Amanda, what you have to do?
You gotta wham that bell.
That's correct. You see, the face-hugging monsters, what they hate most of all is
hate
loud
bells.
noises. If we can drive them far enough away, then they won't be able to make it in time to take the dragon. So she
Too many
goes...
notifications. I hate that.
They hate the notifications. She goes out
Feels overwhelming.
to the massive golden bell that she hung up several weeks earlier in the tower out back behind the house. She grabs the hammer, swings, and the clanging noise just fills the forest. And I also will put a token on this card while I'm saying this. Each strike of this bell does take a lot of work. Like, it really hurts the shoulders because you're like swinging like a sledgehammer above your head. And so Moss stops, tries to catch her breath. I was like, wow, I could really go for... Oh, man, I didn't get any fun drinks while I was at the store. What if I made lemonade? Oh my god, I have those lemons in the tree. She's off to go pick some lemons, make some lemonade from scratch, because what other choice is there when you need a cool drink? We are distracted. Boom. Move to front. No. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Great. Move to back. Nice. And I'm going to hand it over to Amanda for our distraction that has brought us to the kitchen.
Okay. Um. All right. So now that we've rang the bell, this potion.
Whammed.
Is it a potion?
This was historically the eggnog in the cauldron.
Oh, this is
but
the
you're able to
eggnog.
do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. That's good. That's good. So the eggnog. It's time to finish this eggnog, Moss. Thanks, because she's like, man, I've been working on this for like over a day. How have I not finished this? And she thinks back to whenever her father used to make any kind of magical eggnogs, because there is actually many different magical eggnogs you can make. And she thinks about how he would always do it in the same day, even. None of this multi-day nonsense.
Whoa.
So she feels a bit of a determination to get this done. And she heats it back up to the point that she has to kind of continuously stir it. So it does take some time and energy. But on the higher heat, it finishes brewing a little bit faster. And so she finally gets it done. Huzzah.
Boom. One more task
And
done.
this one would move up, the one with the sword, I think.
Just the next one,
Just the next
actually.
one. We don't get distracted.
Really?
just
But I thought
slides
that had a
down.
sword on it.
We don't get
It
distracted.
did, but she doesn't get distracted because she
finished it.
finished the task.
Oh, right. You only get distracted when you don't finish the task.
Correct.
Yeah, right. That makes
In
sense.
some ways, that's not like great news, but in other ways, it's not the worst.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of bad
think-
for us, but
That's like everything in this game is like, nah, it's not terrible. We could do it, but should we do it this way?
I think she's starting to get a little stressed. I think our
Yeah.
poor little witch is thinking about how close it is to the dragons hatching and how there's still things that she feels need to get done. This is such an important moment, such a rare moment. Once a century a dragon hatches. She's starting to shake a little, and I think she realizes that's not good. She hasn't really been paying attention to her center in this. And if she wants to be a good, like if she wants to be helpful, if she wants to be present, she has to find her center. And so she begins preparing a cup of her favorite tea to center herself. She puts on water to boil and then thinks, this would be better if I had something to go with it. She gets distracted.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Yo, it's so real for me. Yeah. I love how like there's people in chat that are like me too. And then also like this isn't me, but we're all like, but we all have something. Like we're all like, this is just one of the many ways that that your brain can be wired. Man, what are brains? What a wacky time.
Question I'm always asking.
What are brains? How do they work?
How do they work?
Uh,
For some of us, like this.
yeah, but what this?
In my head, it was an electric kettle, Jamie. But fair enough. You got a good point. You don't want to get distracted with the stove on.
That's true.
That's
That's
true.
true. Luckily, she hasn't left the kitchen. She's like, this would be great with something, you know. There's that really quick muffin recipe that she has. It's like, it basically takes no time at all. Like, if you think about how long it takes, it doesn't really take any time to get started on it until she realizes she hasn't finished the ceremonial egg cakes that all must eat to celebrate after the dragon egg is born. Oh my god, wait, I should be working on that. She pushes aside the bowl with the half-made muffin batter. Wait, I gotta get back to this. Okay, quickly need to put these cakes together, and she begins baking, making this the ceremonial recipe. It involves you have to put several of your favorite childhood memories into these cakes. She whacks them out of her skull with several hard whacks.
I thought she like waxed.
Oh,
You know,
Wax them off her head.
No, I like that better. She applies the wax strips and rips the memories out of her skull. Ooh, boy, does it hurt. And places them into the. Ooh, I did it wrong.
Nothing like a good memory waxing
Oh god, I did it wrong so many times.
the day before a ceremony.
Nothing like it. She does in fact lose those childhood memories, but this is a worthy sacrifice to make
Yeah,
an incredible set of egg cakes. And she gets done at least putting the batter together. She's gonna have to do the baking. But the kettle is screaming at this point, and it's time to make the tea. And she goes back. Wow, I need to chill out. I need to center myself. Yeah, I guess it's not really a distraction. That's just another task, but we'll let it fly as she returns to kind of finding her center again. Amanda, all you.
Yeah, take us home on this centering, this anti-anxiety moment.
Yeah, so I mean, I think in getting kind of overwhelmed with just even that project, she's like, man, I'm really starting to feel anxious and I really need that tea. And so she gets back to fish. She's like, I don't care if I don't have anything to eat it with. Like, I just need to kind of be grounded. And she finishes her tea and starts to just take a minute to sit and sip it and just takes a quiet moment of hers for herself. And honestly, I'm really proud of her. Look at her go. Taking a moment for yourself ain't easy. So that's
Ain't that the
finished.
truth?
It's good. I like that.
Yeah.
There's like a critical juncture mechanically where we don't know if the next card will match or not. It doesn't.
Ooh.
It
Sorry, I
doesn't.
missed this moment for everybody.
So
Oh, it
Now.
doesn't match anything.
it doesn't match anything.
Oh,
And
so
that-
we're gonna get hyper focus.
But this is the perfect time that could
This is a
happen
good
because we
time.
have only exactly enough tokens.
Do you think the tea helped?
I think it did. I think she had the cup of tea, felt within herself and thought, I can do this. I am ready. Even if it's not perfect, I'm ready.
Wow.
I'm going to complete the last preparations. And so she finally takes time to complete the task that she has been meaning to get to all week. One of the most important things, which is, I think, just nesting materials need to be harvested from the tree in her backyard. I think it's a ginkgo, and for whatever reason, young dragons love the scent and comfort of a ginkgo leaf
I can tell you why, Kurt.
nest.
Ginkgo is the oldest tree still alive on planet Earth, so it just
That's right.
makes sense.
It
Is
just
that
makes
true?
sense.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah. We, in fact, have no other relatives in ginkgos. Gosh, it's a large category. Is it family?
I don't know, but it's quite a large, like, yeah.
Tree family?
Yeah. There's no other like relatives that are still surviving.
What? So
Yeah.
ginkgo's alone?
Yeah, it's just
Ginkgo's
own
alone.
little branch of the tree of life.
And if you look
I
at
hope nothing happens to our ginkgos
the ginkgos are
because
pretty
they don't
safe.
have any other relatives.
They're all over the place. Luckily, they're landscaping
That's
trees,
good.
so we'll be safe.
They'll be everywhere
Yeah.
because people like them.
Because people like them. Okay, so she focuses, and this, after all that, this is actually why she was asked to do this, because she has the only ginkgo tree in her home. She has access to this local ginkgo, and it's just a nice one, old and familiar. And so she gathers the leaves at last, as she's been meaning to do all week, in her favorite basket, takes the time out of the afternoon to gather them all. And finally, once she's done that, she says, okay. And I think I have time, now that I've taken a moment to focus myself, I think I have time to finish this painting as well. So she sits down and in the evening finishes it off with the last of her energy and the last of her 4-day work week. She finishes the painting.
Wow, incredible. Down to the moment.
Now, we must resolve our story. I know that she collapses into bed that night, feeling like she should be tired, but so full of excitement about the next day to come and hopeful that it all goes well. We will now count the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just flip all of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
There was one back there.
14. I
Yeah.
missed one is stuck in there, but we have 14 cards.
14. Ooh.
Wow,
I
pretty
mean,
good.
very close to 15, not quite, but we did cross 12, which is an important threshold. Kurt, what happens? How do we resolve this?
Just trying to get our secret little hidden cards out.
I do see you doing that. Is that important?
I mean, only in the tracest of ways. So here's what happens now. As an epilogue,
Okay.
we are going to end the game. Before we complete the epilogue, what did our witch have to do? Why did she want to get it done? What were the stakes of failure? We said she needs to prepare for the hatching of this dragon's egg.
Yes.
She wanted to get it done because it was a once-in-a-lifetime moment for her that she dreamed of for a long time. She is part dragon, and the stakes of failure are that her family would be disappointed if she had not made this task happen.
She might even turn into an evil witch and ruin this poor young dragon's life.
That's what they
Possibly.
joked. Is it true?
That's what they say.
Certainly it seems unkind of them to have said it, but it was very important to everyone. Would someone... Nope, only I have this. 13 to 14 tasks complete. Here is our epilogue. Your witch's important thing went as well as she had expected. She is happy about it. There were 1 or 2 small things that went wrong, but nothing she couldn't handle. Each of us will now take a turn describing either how one of the incomplete tasks from her focus caused a minor inconvenience, or describing how one of her completed tasks contributed to its success. We're going to continue until we've addressed all of the incomplete tasks in front of us, and then we're going to talk about how the stakes of failure were avoided.
Even the tasks that we haven't even started yet?
I think for the purposes of this stream, let's only do the ones that we did start.
Okay.
Like on your turn, you can either say, here's something that we did and here's how it went well, or here's something that we started but didn't finish and how it's a shame that didn't finish.
Yeah, okay.
I have one.
Go for it.
I think the fact that we didn't get like cozy built for the egg, but that's because Moss was going to use the blanket that Waldo gave her for the egg to just wrap around the egg, and was like, the fact that it has a sentimental value, it's kind of like 2 elements that I needed integrated. And the blanket actually is such a hit that the family keeps the blanket to pass on to the next dragon. So it becomes like a part of a tradition.
The dragon blanket.
Yeah. And they really love it. And they even talk to Waldo on the crystal ball after with some of the family, and they say thank you to Waldo personally. So also forging some friendships there, some connections between the Beatles and the dragons.
I think the dragon's middle name is chosen to be Waldo, right?
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Good name for a dragon.
Cute.
Yeah. Not Moonslayer 717, unfortunately.
No, sadly.
You got anything there, Kurt?
I feel like I just said a lot of words, so why don't I go after you?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. One of our unfinished tasks is the egg cakes that she was trying to make in order to sort of pass around and celebrate. And there's no time. The egg is hatching. She just has to focus on it. Luckily, things do go well, and you guys can say more about just all the ways that things go well. But in that aftermath, as people are visiting and coming over, Moss is embarrassed that she doesn't have those egg cakes to celebrate with people. But she looks in the fridge. She does, have those minute muffins that she made, so she shares those. It's non-traditional. And the lemonade that she made, she's got that too. The tuna salad and all that meal prep from that morning. She just takes it all out. It's all over the table. Everyone's helping out. And, it's not traditional, but it is very Moss.
I think years after the dragon is born, that passage of its feelings and thoughts echoing out from before its birth become very important to it. And I think we see an adolescent dragon years later holding up a dog-eared card with those words in it and using it as a centering moment for themselves.
Love it. Very cool.
That's so cute.
Amanda, do you have any tasks you want to touch on?
Any more?
Completed or incompleted, just something that you think would be interesting to like look at. If you don't, you can say no.
Do we just keep going around?
Until we want to stop.
Okay. Let me see. Oh yeah, we have the Ancestor Stone, and I think the Ancestor Stone ends up becoming a crucial part for not just the dragon, but also the parents after. They actually keep it and are able to kind of reconnect with some of their ancestors afterwards because they hang out a little bit. It was so well put together that it actually lasts for a good day and a half after the ceremony, which is not traditional for most summoning stones. Most of them are not made that well, but it was just so well crafted that it could actually get more than one use, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Nice.
There's one rather important unfinished task. The beasts in the forest, the face eaters, the ones that lay in wait for a dragon to be born. Moss was thinking about them. She did go out and she did ring the bell, but she got tired in the middle. And what happened? Oh yeah, lemonade. Right. Oops. Never went back and finished scaring them away with loud noises. And Moss doesn't remember that until she's about 90% of the way through the hatching ritual, and she hears the back window of the house break. Oops. Almost got through without a problem. She glances over to the kitchen, and there is this massive two-legged monster with a maw that opens 4 ways standing in the kitchen. Oh, shoot. Damn. And her mind is rushing. She can't leave the ritual while it's happening. That's no good. Then she hears another noise. She thinks it's the growl of the creature, but no, it sounds different. It's more high-pitched. It's a... What is that? And then hissing starts. The cats. The entire colony is jumping through the windows of the kitchen. See, the thing about the face-hugging monsters is they do have a bit of a tuna-like smell to them if you kind of stop and think about them. And the cats, well, they've developed a taste for it. They sort of all gather around this thing, trying to take little nips out of it. And the thing, even though it does threaten to disturb the entire sanctity of the ritual, is driven from the house. The cats form their own perimeter, keeping the place safe. And while in that moment the magic fades and wavers in the ritual, Moss brings it back. Focuses again on the egg, and with her, sweet cats around her keeping her safe, she focuses again and brings the dragon into this world.
There it is. As a final coda from my part, I think we see for a moment a lingering shot of that painting that Moss did hanging up in this home. And then camera pans way out, back, and then zooms in on Moss's home, where we see a little thank you painting in a similar style from the dragon, the new parent, made it as a little thank you token for all Moss's help. And that's all I have to say on that. So
That's Hocus Pocus
Hocus
Hyperfocus.
Hyperfocus.
thanks so much for
was-
joining us this week, everyone.
That was fun.
That was fantastic.
A little
What
magical
a
game
great
about
ending.
ADHD. That's so
Honestly,
good.
I could see this being like a whole animated series with Moss. Like, she's like a witch that lives, and there's all these quirky characters. I'm seeing something in the vein of like Adventure Time vibes. Like, I
Sure.
could see that.
Yeah, you're right.
being
That
a
is
thing.
that's the vibe for sure.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
So is this explicitly one shots, by the way? So is it like always like a one story?
I don't know if there's a campaign rules or not, actually. I would have to double check.
Seems like it just is. Seems like it lends very well to one shots. Say that much.
For sure it does.
We
But I
played it
suppose there
pretty
would be
quick for
there
us.
would be nothing stopping you from just taking Moss and then having some
Well, you
other
could just
task that
do
Moss
other
needs to
tasks,
complete.
yeah,
Sure,
that
sure.
Moss needs to do,
Back
and
next
then carry
week.
forward the overarching story of what's going on with Moss. Because you get these characters that come in and out, and you develop them. Kiki's Delivery Service, yo, yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely has a bit of Kiki
Beautiful film.
vibes.
Mikey, I
Mhm.
appreciate your investment in this story. It being almost like something that was going to go bad is the kind of thing that we might drop on you, but this felt like a sweet story. Matthew, is this the Halloween episode? Are the trio going to be in costume next time?
Oh.
Amanda will, because Amanda's in costume every time.
I
If-
will be.
Asterisk if we play next week, which I'm pretty sure we will, but we haven't talked about it, so you'll find out when we do. Outside of that, again, just thanks both to the viewers for tuning in today and also to Allison for hooking us up with the game. Allison is actually also the designer of a game that, if you pay attention to Amanda's live streams, you may have seen Amanda play recently, in which Amanda was on a web forum. Allison co-designed both Strangers on the Net, Strangers on the Web, and
Strangers on the Net.
Thank you. And Hocus Pocus Hyperfocus. So if you want to see more games by this designer, you can check out the VODs from Amanda's recent streams. That's at VampX13 on Twitch and YouTube.
Yes. I do have those up over on the YouTube Live. They'll be there like permanently. They're both titled Strangers on the Net. So super easy for you to search on my channel on YouTube. And it was, by the way, it was so fun. Thank you so much, Kurt, for introducing me. And I also just put the game information for people that are interested into the chat through Nightbot, and then I just copied and pasted that. But it's also in our video description over on YouTube. So if you guys want to check this one out, this was really fun. Mikey, I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. That's awesome. We'll be here usually on Monday. So for anyone that is new to this type of stream, we do this pretty much every Monday, not
Pretty
every single
much.
one.
But
We have
pretty
some skips.
close.
Pretty close.
It's not
Pretty
bad.
consistent. So yeah, this was great. I would definitely play this. I could definitely see this being something that maybe I would play overarching to get ideas even for some writing. Like, I just feel like I feel like this would also be really fun as a solo game. I kind of want to play a solo game of it.
There's
see
rules
what it's
for
like.
it. It's pretty much what you'd expect. They tell you to do it kind of like a campfire story as opposed to journaling, because then you can sort of get distracted in real time, and that makes sense to me. That feels good.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, but
Right.
you could, even if you just did a session of it and then you kind of made some notes on some things that you liked, you
Totally.
could definitely use that as inspiration for some creative writing. It's very, very cool. It was a lot of fun. I agree. And I love the way that it feels like what that feels like, you know? Like Otto said, it feels like ADHD. And I'm like, they captured it really well, I think.
It does. It's funny because on one hand, the mechanics were a fun way of exploring that. And also at the same time, like in real life, I occasionally got distracted because gosh darn it, I was doing something. Which feels just perfect.
I also just love how satisfying it is. Like, It's satisfying because this is also the type of mechanics that I like, because maybe my brain is kind of like this. So I
Yeah.
love when there's a game where I can be like, and then I'll do this, and then I can go back to that, and then I can come back here, because I never like to do one thing at a time. I don't like doing it. I find it to be so challenging and kind of boring sometimes. So I love how we have to ping pong through and get everything done. I think that's super fun.
Mikey on YouTube, this would be a great tool for creative writing. Many people do use solo games for creative writing. In fact, we were lucky enough to play through a bunch of games that are also playable solo on this channel. Death of the Author is one of them that we played here. My own game, The Hourglass Sings. I don't think there's a VOD, but we also did play it here. I guess Amanda and I played Star Chapters. That was also me, but there's many
We
solo
did.
games that I didn't make that you can explore and creative write with to your heart's content, including this one. Amanda, I know you often have things to plug. Is there anything you would like to point us towards today?
Well, definitely if you guys are watching over on Lies You'll Enjoy on Twitch or on YouTube, please do consider giving the channel a follow or giving us a subscribe over on YouTube. If you like this sort of thing, it's the best way to make sure that you can see more of it if that is the thing you want. And if you are on YouTube, I'll tell you to wham that bell, turn those notifications on, and that way you'll know when we go live. But pretty much it's around this time. So I'm going to use it to plug this a little bit. I'm doing my stuff. I got videos. You can check me out at Vampex13 over on YouTube and over on Twitch. And yeah, sometimes I also have some TTRPG content up there too. So you can check out Strangers on the Net. You'll find that under my live tab if you're interested. It's 2 parts. The first part was in 1999, and the second part takes place in 2019. Very, very fun and very dramatic. And it is very text-based. So it is a lot of me reading stuff, but I also tried to do a little bit of character voices with Buffy because we set ours
Ooh.
in the Buffy fandom that we were playing in. So
Cool.
part of an RP chat that is Buffy. So I'm playing the character of Willow, but I'm playing the character of Willow as a teenager named Lizzie, who I was also role playing as, who then ages, and that changes the way you play the characters. And it's really, really fun. And you learn a lot about yourself through it. Much like how I feel actually in Hocus Pocus Hyperfocus. There's a lot that you could learn about yourself in this game too, actually, which I like. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Follow me on places. And I'll be back tomorrow for Bloodlines 2.
Whoa.
Whoop, whoop.
Sweet.
Probably at 1 o'clock as Vampirella, if you guys want to come see that over on Twitch and YouTube live. What about you guys?
You got anything, Kurt? Do people need to know about?
If you want to hear about what I'm up to, I have a newsletter that you can read. It's at buttondown.com/Kurt. You can also check me out on itch.io. My link is in the description, and indeed, Nightbot has pasted it right here, but it's just a bunch of games. Just some games you can play with your friends and sometimes by yourself. Plenty of free ones. Scroll down to the free section. That's all I've got, my normal stuff, and I'm still doing them. I'm always here on Mondays, though. Anthony, you rarely have things to plug, but sometimes when we do this, you're doing something
You
else.
do.
Yeah, at least have some things to suggest to folks. If you are in the mood for some more role-playing games, I suggest we head over to our new friends on Quest and Chaos, who are playing a Nordic horror role-playing game, which sounds pretty cool, called Vaesen. We might be jumping into session 2, but at least this session is starting off nicely, so it seems like a nice place to get a fill for some more storytellers. It looks pretty cool over there. So suggest you head over there if you're on Twitch. Hey, even if you're on YouTube, go find Quest and Chaos on Twitch. Join them if you're in the mood for some more stories. And I think that is all from us here. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Very fun. What a cool group of people. Kurt has put our little raid message down there if you want to grab it. And
If you feel like pasting it, you can also just say,
there.
Hi, I was watching a game on a different channel.
do try to type it in that tone if you can.
yeah, if you can. Yeah.
If you can.
That would
Oh my
be
goodness,
best.
I love it.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone. This was so lovely. We appreciate you all joining us. So thank you so much for sticking around and listening to our story.
And we
So
will
glad everyone loved it.
probably see you next Monday. Until then, adios.